Episode 63 of the Thunder Underground podcast is here. My name is Trent.
My name is Jason.
And we've got a good one for you this week.
I think so.
Yeah, we've got a Rocklahoma preview.
That's right.
And we've got our buddy Kevin Graham joining us.
Exactly.
And this is, if you noticed when you clicked on it, the length of the episode here is over 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I know that's lengthy for a podcast, but hey, it is what it is, man. If you like Rocklahoma, if you like Kevin Graham, if you like us, you'll like it, right?
That's right. I mean, it went a little long. We had a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah.
And some stories to tell, and it was fun. So, maybe listen to a little bit of it,
Pick it up later tonight.
Pick it up later, whatever, But, we had fun doing this, and it was awesome to have Kevin on. And yeah, exactly.
Well, Kevin's kind of like, I appointed him the mayor of the Rocklahoma campgrounds.
That's right.
He's kind of the guy that, like, even if you don't personally know him, you've probably seen him.
Exactly.
He's got a VIP ticket, so he's up in that area, but he's always over at the Hard Rock stage. He's always over at the Retrospect stage. He's always over at Axis, always over at Camp Jager. You can't miss him. He's always got some costume on, like we talked about last time, yeah. Captain Spaulding or a skull mask or whatever.
Yeah, I forgot to ask him what he's got planned this year.
Yeah, he said he's got some stuff, but I guess he's not. It's going to be a surprise, I guess.
Under wraps. Okay, okay.
But yeah, wherever the music's at, Kevin's there, because just like us, he's a geek for live music.
I know.
Yeah. Well, we've got this coming up here in just a minute. But before we get to that, we wanted to play a song for you from a band that's playing Rocklahoma that we talk about in this episode. But we wanted to throw this one out early here, and we've played this band before. We played their song called In Your Face, and the band is called 3D In Your Face. But they've got a brand new single and a brand new album coming out here pretty quick. And this song is called Static Renegade.
This one goes out over the airwaves.
Static Renegade from 3D in Your Face out of Nebraska. They're playing the Thursday pre-party at the Camp Jager Retrospect stage. Well, the Camp Jager stage is the Retrospect Camp Jager pre-party. Let me say that right. I believe they're playing at 9 p.m. Thursday night. And then Friday they're playing at 5 p.m. on the Retrospect stage inside the Rocklahoma grounds.
Yes.
So if you're going to be at Rocklahoma, definitely check these guys out. It's a great party, 80s rock feel to them, all original stuff. This song, both of us being huge fans of Michael Monroe, I would say would have to love this because it doesn't really sound, the vocals don't sound like Michael Monroe, but it's got a real Hanoi Rocks feel to it. You know, that earlier 80s, you know, I think you used the word sleaze after you heard it.
Yes.
Instead of just, you know, your straight up later 80s party rock.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's funny you mentioned, I got a real Michael Monroe vibe. The solo's great, the vibe of the song's great, and it's, like I said, it leans a little heavily more onto the sleaze kind of thing. So, and I didn't get that from their previous stuff.
Right, I got, you know, more of the like the Motley Crue Rat kind of vibe from their other stuff.
So that's what I think is great. They're staying true to their style, but you know, they're still mixing it up a little bit. So I'm really impressed with this new single. Love it.
Yeah, and they, like I said, playing Rocklahoma, and Sam from 3D in Your Face told us that they are almost positive they're going to have the new album out there, which features this song among many others.
So go buy it.
Yeah, go over there and support them. If you're not going to be out there and you like what you heard, you know, just pull them up on Reverb Nation or YouTube. They've got live videos up, I think, from, you know, because they play in Nebraska all the time, all over the place. So great band to check out, and we're definitely looking forward to seeing them Thursday, Friday.
Oh, yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there both times.
Yeah, one not to be missed.
Exactly.
Well, like we said, Kevin Graham's on this episode, and speaking of him, he came into town the other day and we recorded this, and then after we recorded it, you know, we grilled some food, ate, and then we headed our butts over to the shrine.
That's right.
Because Kill 'Em All, a Metallica tribute out of Dallas, Texas, was up here.
Yes.
And they had some area support from Archon out of Oklahoma City and Searching for Sanity here out of the Tulsa area. And, you know, we caught all three of them. And
yeah, great sets.
Yeah, Archon, I'll be honest, I hadn't heard him prior to the show. I'd seen the name, you know, knew about him. Some other people had told me they were good. But that's about all I knew. Mm-hmm. And walked in, I was totally impressed from the get-go.
Yeah, they rock.
It's just solid, straight-up metal, you know. And you can't say much more than that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with it.
Yeah. And they
tried and true.
Yeah, I mean, they sound professional. They look professional. It's just solid stuff. And I know they're from the Oklahoma City area, and they play a lot of shows there, and they said they're opening up for Active Defiance in June, and they're opening up for Crowbar as well.
Yes.
That show at Thunder Alley.
That's right, yeah.
So, I mean, and they're definitely the type of band that could fit those bills, and, you know, I really dug what I saw. Looking forward to hearing more from these guys.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And we saw Searching for Sanity as well.
Yeah.
You know, and they've got a solid, you know, rock groove kind of feel to them. Great vocals, you know, great sound as well. And I know they've got a strong, you know, fan base, you know, and they might have had the biggest attendance there for the whole night was during their set, yeah. You know, because they've got a good following, you know, but liked what I saw from them as well.
Yeah, I mean, great hard rock, and like I was telling you earlier, the guitar player had a sweet fucking BC Rich guitar. I loved that thing. That was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, glad we finally got to see him. I think they opened the Buck Cherry show, but remember we got there too late, I think.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
But yeah, it was a great set, so, you know, and then Kill 'Em All came up and, you know, just killed it. What'd you think of them?
Man, those guys, you know, it's tribute bands are tricky. You know,
yeah, they are.
Some people do it just for fun. Some people take it serious, and you would kind of hope you would take it serious because, you know, I've seen tribute bands where it was a bad tribute
yeah.
to what they're trying to do, but these guys definitely were not. They had it down. They weren't one of the ones like, you know, you see a band dressed up like Van Halen or something.
Yeah,
they didn't go for the dress up, except I think the vocalist had on the wristbands like James, but that was about it.
Yeah.
But the musicianship was top notch.
Oh,
They
man.
just nailed it,
Yeah, the sound was amazing. They nailed the parts. They sounded great. I mean, it was Metallica 101 in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it really was. They had it all down. They leaned mostly on, classic stuff, old stuff. They threw in King Nothing and Enter Sandman. I was super impressed by the bass solo.
Yeah.
They did Anesthesia Pulling Teeth, and it sounded damn close.
Which is impressive as
Yeah,
hell.
I mean, it had to take some painstaking practice, and I was super impressed. So, I mean, I was entertained. Metallica is my absolute favorite band in the world. So, I was thrilled to see this and just kind of, give me a little taste for maybe, seeing them live next year, hopefully.
Yeah. And you mentioned them playing King Nothing. The vocalist from Searching for Sanity got up there and sang a couple bars
That's
of it.
right, yeah.
And
yeah.
he sounded great because he's already kind of got that Hetfield vibe to his vocals anyway.
Yes, sir.
So he fit right in there. And, the singer had, the crowd sang a few parts, and then a couple other times people got up, and Kevin, who we're about to talk with, got up there towards the end and sang some Seek and Destroy.
Yeah.
And he sounded good doing it. So props to him for that.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, so just, if you see Kill 'Em All play in your town, check them out. I mean, it's a cool, fun time if you're a Metallica fan for sure.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely worth the money.
Yeah. Well, like we said, Kevin Graham doing this Rocklahoma preview. We go over not every single band because that would take us 3 hours, but
yeah, we'd still be here.
Yeah, we hit the bulk of it, and talk about the stuff we're most looking forward to. And there's a few in there that we're not. That we, sorry if we hurt your feelings because all three of us don't like Five Finger Death Punch, but we don't get too mean about it. We just say we don't care. We move along to
That's right.
to the next band.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's nothing wrong with saying, well, that band's not really my jam.
Right.
It's when you start shit talking, huge. That's when, it's kind of not cool.
Right.
But, I think if a band's not your thing, that's okay. I think you can say that.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
there's bands I love that aren't people's thing. We know that much. So.
Oh, yeah, we all have them.
Yeah. Well, we ready to get in this Rocklahoma preview?
Yeah, fire it up.
Well, hold on. One more thing before
Okay,
we
don't fire it up.
fire it down.
Okay.
This week marks the 1 year anniversary of episode 1.
It does.
Of the Rocklahoma, because the Rocklahoma preview was actually our first episode.
Yes.
I think. So, 62 episodes later, here we are on episode 63 doing a Rocklahoma preview again because we go out there every single year.
That's right.
So,
That's right. Congratulations,
yeah,
Trent.
there you go. Happy anniversary. 1 year anniversary of this podcast.
There you go.
And I'm sure in 2017, episode 100 and something or another,
Yeah.
we'll be right here with another preview. Because like we said, we've been out there since year 1. This is our 10th year.
Yeah, you can count on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're going to Rocklahoma, let me also say this, because we don't say it in the episode. We're camping on row A in the VIP section. You won't be able to miss our banner. We'll have Thunder Underground banner out there.
That's right.
Come by, say hey, say you heard us talking about this. We've got koozies, we've got t-shirts, and we've just got voices to talk to you about rock and roll.
Yeah, I mean, pick a band, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, even if, like we said, even if Five Finger Death Punch, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, because we know enough, and we know a lot about bands that those guys came from.
Mandy Moore.
Mandy Moore, exactly. And that's not a fucking lie either. That's the truth. It happened.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll talk about it. I mean, we could go on, even if it's a band we don't like.
More impressively, though, UPO.
Yeah, Alice Cooper.
Yeah. Moto Grader.
Moto Grader. That's right.
I'm missing something.
Electric Love Hogs.
The Bullet Boys.
Bullet Boys. Yeah, that's right.
These are all bands that members of Five Finger Death Punch played in.
That's right. Wasp, even though that guy isn't in the band anymore. See? We can do this, people. Bring it on.
Yeah, we'll be civil about it. Unless it's 3 a.m., I might not be, but just be forewarned, All right, now let's fire this up.
But on a good point, was it 2014 when they were at Rocklahoma?
Yeah, I think it was.
Dude, I had like 35 chicks run up to me and like, oh my God,
Yeah.
are you Ivan?
You should have said yeah.
Yeah.
And no, I had Rachel
I never
there
even
with
thought
me.
about that you kind of look like.
I had Rachel there with me every
your
time,
brother.
and she's like, go ahead. But, you know, all I can do is laugh, and it was like, no, I'm not. But they still wanted to take a picture with me because I guess they didn't believe me.
Yeah, well,
oh my
fucking
God,
do
are
it.
you Ivan?
Yeah.
I should have said, yeah, girl, what's up?
You're like, no, I'm better looking than Ivan.
Yeah, no shit.
I was then. I'm a little older now, but yeah. I'll be Ivan this year.
You got it on lockdown, brother.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, I wanted to say the first thing I wanted to bring up was, you might not even remember this, but the first time I met you was that year you were camping next to us, which was 2 years ago.
No,
I think it was 2014. Maybe it was 2013.
It was 20. No, it was.
When you were in that spot right up by us.
Okay, 2013, I was across from you.
Okay.
And then 2014, I moved.
Like
because I was under
that tree?
I was under the tree.
Okay, then it's probably that year. But like, yeah, you came over to our campsite because you saw my ice chest. I've got it covered in band stickers.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And you could see, I have one of the stickers is a Tesla sticker that's like
It's
3 foot
gigantic
big.
on that fucking
Oh,
thing.
fuck yeah, I
and you're
remember
like-
that shit.
Yeah, and you were like, I just had to come say hey because I figured anyone that's got a giant Tesla sticker is a cool person or something like that.
Right.
So we talked for a little bit, and,
They're from Sacramento, where
Yeah.
I'm from.
and you did something illegal with them. You told me that before.
That's
Probably
in my
not.
past.
That's
Yeah.
all good.
Hey, Jeff Keith influenced me, okay?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
But that is of mention is your cooler. It is legendary at this point.
Oh, the cooler.
Oh yeah.
No, didn't you have a Tesla sticker on the back of your truck or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what you saw too.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, that's still there. But the
Nice.
cooler's covered kind of like a battle vest.
Yeah,
for a
the
cooler.
Tesla sticker was like, I gotta go talk to this person.
Yes.
So yeah, hopefully, this year, 2016, you are next to us again. We'll find out here in a couple weeks.
Oh, God.
But if not-
Could you imagine what's going to go on?
Just close it down now.
Oh,
We'll
shit.
fuck it all up.
Oh,
Yeah, we have the last. Technically, we have the last spot that Rocklahoma will sell because of the drainage ditch there. They think it's going to flood, and the next spot, I guess, is the oversold spots for when people show up.
well, they keep telling me they can't sell it back
Yeah.
to me until they know the forecast. And
But
every
you-
year I pull up on Wednesday morning and those spots are already sold. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Don't you know who the fuck I am?
Last year they didn't, because last year was muddy, and I think they didn't sell it to anybody.
Yeah.
But I remember you walked down there and you said that even though this is muddy, it's nicer than the spot they moved
It
to.
was.
Yeah.
Because I was in a
Moved to.
swamp. I was in a swamp and I could walk right through without getting my boots dirty.
Yeah.
It was crazy. But it is what it is. It's all about the party anyways.
Yeah.
And it's all
That's
about
right.
good people. It is about the music, but I don't really care about the lineup anymore. It's all about the people
Yeah.
and the relationships that I've accumulated through Rocklahoma. It's just like you two guys, for
Yeah,
instance.
definitely.
Man, you can't come across any better people than you two. And
Well, thanks.
Likewise, man.
Right.
yeah, okay, sure.
Well, I've told him, not to interrupt you, but I've told him a million times, if they released a lineup and I hated every band, I'd probably still go.
I'd still go.
I would
exactly,
still
Because
go.
of the campgrounds.
Because
Yeah.
me and Rachel, she's my Jesus, by the way, my wife. She's my savior. We look forward to this all year.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter, rain or shine, the lineup, regardless, we're going to be there.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's funny you say that because I can tell you that this is the first year that I'm really, I don't know if I'm more, but I'm just as excited about the Access Stage and the local bands than what's going on in the main stages.
Yeah.
That, to me, that's like almost more important.
Well, we've kind of immersed ourselves into it more this past year.
True,
thanks
yeah,
to the podcast,
true.
too.
You know, and you're right, and
a lot of those bands,
and maybe that shows that maybe I should have been paying attention a lot, longer, back in the day, but what it is, what it is. I'm excited about it now. So,
well, one thing to mention is, you just mentioned you think about it all year, like we do as well.
Yeah.
And a good thing to point out is the group that you started, Rocklahoma. Mm-hmm. And I think that kind of fuels the fire on that, because with all those people in it talking about Rocklahoma,
yeah,
from June till May, it's like there's a buildup, for 11 months.
Oh, God, it's all year round.
Yeah, it's like, people like, when's the lineup going to be released? In November. When's the lineup going to be released in December? And, new people in there that don't know and that kind of thing. And it just keeps constantly, every day you see something about Rocklahoma. So it's nonstop in your mind.
Right. And, that's funny you mentioned that, because 2 years ago, February 2014, me and my wife were just sitting around, and I'm like, I'm going to start this group just to see how many likes we can get. And 2 years later, we're at like 6,000 people.
I know, look at that, yeah.
And this son of a bitchin' group, at first it was Rocklahoma, but then I'm like, that might get me banned and people might not like that. But so I changed it to Rocklahoma. And now 2 years later, there's like 6,000 people, and the relationships that have built through this group and the people that I've met is like more than I can ever think about happening.
Yeah,
exactly. It's just awesome. And, I did what anybody else can do. So I'm not anybody special. I just started a fucking Facebook group.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
But it's awesome. It's cool.
Yeah, look where it's all brought us.
Yeah. It's brought us together right here at this nice studio, by the way. if you people,
it's so open and airy.
Yes, and if you people in podcast land could imagine me skiing, just imagine me doing the skiing motion. And
we're not that close.
First of all, I want to thank you guys for doing what you do. You're keeping the rock and metal gospel alive. Every week I listen to you guys religiously, and I just want to thank you guys for doing that. So it's fucking hand jobs for everybody.
Hell yeah. I'm down.
Well, thanks for listening all the time, man.
I need a hand job at this point.
It's fun. Like the last few weeks, we've had several guys from bands kind of say the same thing you just said, and it's like, it's weird because the only reason, kind of like you said about that group, the only reason we started this is because we always sat around talking about music, and we love listening to podcasts. So we thought, why don't we just record ourselves talking about music?
That's right.
And then we can also, play some of these local bands and or independent bands throughout the country, and it just kind of went from there. And now we've got all kinds of people that a year ago we didn't know.
You guys are keeping it alive. Plus, you're like putting the local music out there, man.
Yeah.
And I'm not from here, but I really appreciate what you guys are doing, man. And that's really sincere.
Well, thanks, man. I mean, I used to be in that whole thing, 10, 15 years ago, and I would have killed for something like this. To have to be featured, and I think Homegrown is does an amazing job, and it was always an honor to be played on there. But I just think that you can only benefit from more stuff. So that was just one thing I really was happy to do was feature local stuff.
I put it out there though.
So,
I would have had a stage for you guys to play if you would have got back together.
Oh, I know.
Hey, get him to talk to him. Josh, if you're listening, Eric, if you're listening.
Yeah, you never
2017, know. There you go.
Yep. Yeah, definitely.
There it is.
Yeah.
It is not beyond the realm of possibility.
Headlining the GA ROK Stage, by the way, this year is the first year.
That's right.
So let's I mean, that's a couple days in, but we don't have to go in order here. We can just talk about that. Like, how did that was your idea, right?
Yeah, because this is the first year for that.
It was my idea, and I don't know how it started, but me and Chris Sullen Taylor, by the way, he's in the Dark Side crew.
And he's Mr. Rocklahoma, right?
He is Mr. Rocklahoma, 2016. The first annual, by the way.
Yeah.
No, he had like 6 spots back to back, and you know what better spot to start a GA camp stage than 6 spots back
to back. That many, exactly.
Yeah. So, you know, he's put a lot of work in, man, to get this happening, and I want to make a shout out to Sean Fate Nelson. He's going to be doing the sound for the GA ROK Stage.
Okay.
And honorable mention to Chris Elder and Philip Bruce, too, because they had a leg in this, too. So I can't go without mentioning them. It was just my idea. Chris Sullen Taylor is making it happen, and the Dark Side crew. So we want to thank them guys.
So they're handling the stage and all that stuff?
They're handling the stage and everything. All it was my idea. And I got most of the bands, but Chris has put a lot of work into this thing, and he's the badass in this whole idea.
Right on.
And I'm looking at the lineup right now, man, and it's pretty fucking killer.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about it.
Let's do this. Switchbach, they're a Rocklahoma veteran.
They played there before.
Yes, they have,
and
on the Axis stage.
They're going to have no problem going on at 9 in the morning.
No.
Right on. Well, that's what I thought was cool. Kind of, set this stage apart was, you got bands going on at 9 a.m.
Well, didn't you, because I kind of asked you about that when you first mentioned it, and you said that you wanted to make sure there was no conflict with Camp Jager or Axis, so you're not stepping on anybody's toes.
Yeah, I didn't want to step on anybody's toes, because these, say what you want about the lineups on any of these stages, but these guys put a lot of work into making this happen.
Yeah.
So to overlap these lineups, and it's I would really think it was disrespectful.
Yeah, I get that,
because these people work really hard, and while I'm on that subject, Sunshine Seawright, the Axis stage, good job, Sunshine. We love you for what you do. And Sam McCallison, Retrospect.
Yeah.
And especially Fred and Stacy Foster for the Camp Jager stage.
Yeah.
They've been doing this for how many years?
I don't want to misspeak. I think it was the second or third year they started the stage.
Yeah,
I know they've been out there every year. But
they are awesome, and the after hours party spot.
It's the best place, isn't
it?
Yeah.
And we don't want to be jumping around, but there is a pre-party there that we will get to eventually.
Definitely.
Well, we could start there and come back to this, so we go in order if you want.
Whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah.
I'm just here to ski.
Yeah, Thursday is the first official day where bands are playing.
Yeah.
I know we're all getting out there Wednesday. You're getting out there Wednesday, right?
I am.
So
that's awesome.
Pre-party to just party is what Wednesday is.
Yeah.
But then Thursday, the first, I think from what I'm looking at, the first band going on anywhere is on the Camp Jager Retrospect pre-party at 2 p.m. Switchback, just like you just mentioned.
Yes, sir.
With is that Back or Bach? Bach. Yeah.
I believe it's Bach.
But they're kicking that thing off at 2 p.m. So basically from 2 p.m. until 4 a.m. there's going to be music going Thursday.
Yeah. So here's the thing. It's Retrospect / Camp Jager. Is it going to be at Camp Jager?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
It is at Camp Jager, but... go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say the last 2 or few years, Sam with Retrospect has
Yes.
combined with Camp Jager to put on his pre-party.
Okay.
So a lot of the bands you notice are ones that are also playing Retrospect Stage.
Gotcha.
That's kind of how he mixes them in there.
Okay.
And then there's a few others they book in, like The Devil You Adore at 4 p.m.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
Major
Yes.
shout out to Travesty and his
Yes,
Travesty
that's
Davis.
Yeah.
That's right.
Man, I can't wait to see them.
You guys better bring it.
I will say that's, that's one of the things I'm looking forward to the most.
Oh, hands down,
And
yeah.
I'm really, really, really glad that they're playing at 4 p.m. on Thursday, so I do not miss them.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
Because I've said a million times, there's always bands I want to see, and then I end up missing them because of being a little too
Conflicts.
inebriated or conflicts
right, yeah.
with other stages or whatever.
Oh,
hey, this
fuck.
Hey, this way you have no fucking excuse. Thursday at 4, you have to see them.
I was hammered by noon on Thursday last year.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
Well, if
There's
you
some
do
good times. Paul London.
Oh, yeah.
Paul London of London's Dungeons.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he's a little skinny rail, but he jumped off. Well, he didn't jump, but he climbed on my shoulders off the stage a couple years ago, and it was like he was a bag of bricks. I was so drunk. I almost fell. Great times.
Yeah.
I frequently post pictures of that because that's like a classic moment.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Speaking of Devil You Adore, 11 a.m. on the GA Rock Party stage as well.
yeah.
11 a.m. Saturday.
And I think
So
they're
don't miss
playing-
them.
I think they're playing Camp Jager another night, too. Is it Saturday night? And that's going to be really late, probably 2 or 3 in the morning.
Ooh, I'll
Yeah.
be up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll be there.
Because the Camp Jager after hours stages just start after the main stage band ends.
That's right.
So there's no definite set times. It's just a band plays and you break the stage for the next band. So
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
you guys haven't heard them, man, you need to go check them out and buy a CD because that fucker's badass, man.
Yeah, it is.
And I don't know, I'm a huge fan of the female frontman.
yeah.
So there's something about this, man, that
And it's
I
cool.
love.
She's got a different. Most metal bands with female front person have a different sound than what she's got.
They just try
Like-
to scream.
Yeah,
but
she sets it off with. She's got more of that. I think I mentioned it when we were playing, more of that punk attitude to her.
yeah,
Yeah.
And when you mix it with their metal sound, it's really cool. A really cool mixture.
love it.
Yeah, I'm stoked to finally see them play live.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. 4 on Retrospect, and then we've got Moxie and the Influence and Diamond Lane. Chaotic Resemblance, who's good. I've seen them before.
Love them.
Yeah.
Love. They do a cover of Highway Star.
Really?
The first year that I seen Chaotic Resemblance was on the Jaeger stage. It was the pre-party. They did a cover of Highway Star, and I was like, man, this front man is going to be a star. Because he was, man, great energy from these
Yeah.
guys. Great energy.
Then we've got 3D in Your Face, who we've played on the podcast.
That's right.
Yep.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing these guys. They've got that total party rock, glam, kind of Motley Crue-ish vibe to them.
That's right.
Love it.
And they're playing 9 p.m. on Retrospect, Camp Jager's pre-party, and then they're playing a Retrospect on Friday at like 5 p.m. I think.
Yeah.
And I did check out this Night Rain
Yeah.
from Norway.
Good
They're-
stuff.
Sam, yeah, they are really good.
Yeah.
Sam he's worldwide
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
at his lineups, man. And, he don't try to put himself out there like I probably would if I was him. But, he goes worldwide and he's very meticulous about his lineups, man. And if you're 80s glam, what's the word I'm looking for? 80s glam, just like sleaze,
Yeah.
hair metal, then yeah, he's
Or
going to
even
give you
AOR
a
at
shot.
times, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't listened to Night Rain yet. I've been meaning to because when you see the word Norway, it's like with me, anything
You want to pay attention, yeah.
Any band from Scandinavia of any style of music always seems to be great. It doesn't matter whether it's death metal or whether it's melodic or sleaze. They're all exceptional.
They're badass, yeah.
So that's definitely one to look for. And
what is it with that place, man?
I don't know. It's just
They've
like
got something in the fucking water.
Yeah, they just breed musicians.
I want to drink the juice.
And directly after them is the Hellectrokuters out of Paris.
I'm glad you said that because I can't fucking say that word for nothing.
Hellectrokuters.
Hellectrokuters.
There you go. You just said it.
Okay, because I copied what you were saying.
Just like Electrocute, but with hell in front of it.
Oh, dude, these guys... I checked out a video of them yesterday, and these guys are like raw.
Yeah.
Man, raw, just...
Trashy rock and roll.
You're the articulate one, Jason.
Yeah.
So are you, Trent. But
no,
these guys are like raw, rock and roll, just in your face.
Yeah.
Just, man, I like it.
I like that, that sleazy goddamn fucking whiskey drenched fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like we've been pushing this band Torpedo Head out of Germany for the past month or two that actually contacted us. Mm-hmm. And we played a couple of their songs, and their new album just came out a couple weeks ago, and it's phenomenal. And this Hellectrokuters kind of reminded me of that same kind of vibe, just that good time, fucking trashy rock and roll.
Yeah,
that's
trashy rock and roll.
That's one of my favorite things, Yeah,
they really. Right when I seen them, they reminded me of the Black Crowes for a second.
Yeah,
but then they just like went into the like trashy raw, and they remind me of the Hellectrokuters. To tell you the truth, they're just their own.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So.
And it don't stop.
All right.
They go on at 11 on the Camp Jager pre-party.
And it actually says on their thing that there's going to be it's a special set in solidarity with our French compadres and the victims of the Paris attacks.
Oh, nice.
So I'm sure they're going to do a shout-out.
Yeah.
Probably a moment
definitely.
of silence for Paris and the Bataclan.
Love it.
And then directly after that, we've got the Tip, Kor Razik, Freeway Mad. And
Freeway
Ragdoll.
Mad.
Yeah.
Those guys are badass right there.
Yeah.
I checked them out on YouTube. I like them.
Straight out of England. That's another.
Straight out of England. Oh, and then after Freeway Mad...
Everybody loves some Ragdoll, right?
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
Yeah.
One of my favorites. This three-piece, man, are so badass. Man, Leon Ragdoll.
Yeah.
He can shred. He can shred on the
awesome.
fucking guitar, man. He is badass, man. If you guys haven't heard Ragdoll, check out the song "Break You." Yeah.
Hell yeah, get into it.
Get into that fucker right there. And speaking of Ragdoll, I think I'm the only... This isn't confirmed, but I may be the only one that's ever did a stage dive off of the Camp Jager stage.
Yes.
And that was during Ragdoll. I think it was like 2 or 3 in the morning. Man, it was a blast.
Why
dude.
not?
I remember it was like yesterday.
Hell yeah.
It was fucking badass. Great party.
Well, they're playing at 3 a.m., so you could do it again.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Why
It's
not?
going down. Yes. You motherfuckers better catch me, though. It's going down.
Well, the one thing I wanted to mention about Camp Jager on the stage was something I think you kind of alluded to earlier, was that it's just so damn fun because, nothing against Axis or anything else. It's like, those are fun and great too because you're seeing great bands, but it's something about Jaeger. It's like, I guess it's because it's open air and you're like in a more compact space and there's more of a party feel.
Yeah.
And there's always people around, everybody around there half the time.
It's great.
So it's just this really cool vibe. So once again, shout out to Stacy and Fred, like you said.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
Stacy
for
and
starting this
Fred.
and keeping it going.
I love you guys. Oh, and turkey carcasses, too.
What?
Yeah, there's a story behind the turkey carcass. I
Let's
get
hear it.
Fred, he barbecued, or fried a turkey or a couple turkeys. Well, I guess I was late because I showed up like 3:30 a.m. and all they had left was a carcass. Well, I was so fucking hungry, man. I chewed on that goddamn carcass. Yeah.
Just for the flavor?
Yeah. Oh, God, it was so good, though.
Hell yeah.
So, Fred, leave me a little meat on the bone this year, brother. I love you guys. Yeah, we joke about that all the time. That's our thing now.
Nice.
If you ever see the turkey carcass, that's where it came from.
Nice.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I was way late to the party that night. I think me and Rachel were having sex or something.
Shout out to Rachel.
Shout out to Rachel for giving up the box.
Yes. Well,
I love you, baby.
we're talking about Jaeger. Does this be a good time to mention Don? Bring
Oh, shit. Every time's a good time to mention Don Rennick.
Okay.
And shout out to Amanda Rennick as well, his daughter. Well, 2013, it was our first pre-party. And we see this guy, like, he's front and center at Camp Jager. You know, he's big guy, big old afro. He's just rocking out, man. He's loving every minute of it.
Loverboy.
Loverboy, that is. I love Loverboy. I want to get some of that vinyl. But anyways, and I'm telling Rachel, man, look at this guy. You know, he's cool. And after all the bands are done with their set, he's like, you know, everybody knows him. Everybody's coming up to him, and you know, he's shaking their hands, and he's buying their merch and stuff like that. Well, you know, it was just a really good vibe from this guy, man. And I'm thinking to myself, man, I want to be like this guy. You know, he's really cool, and, you know, and I don't even really think that we spoke in 2013, but the next year I seen him, and he was doing it all over again, man. And I had to introduce myself because, you know, in 2013 I was new. I didn't know anybody, and I was, you know, I was out of place. But in 2014 we spoke, and man, it was just like we connected like really quick. And he's in my opinion, he's the real Mr. Rocklahoma.
Yeah.
And when I think of Rocklahoma, I instantly think of Don Rennick because he epitomizes everything that Rocklahoma is about. Positive and good and fun and party. Now, when I say party, he was just the life of the party. I never seen him drink a drink of alcohol, though. And that's not necessarily a bad thing either.
Yeah.
But he got sick, and he's no longer with us. But when this man got sick, he would call me and ask me how the fuck I was doing.
Yeah.
When it's my piece of shit ass that should have been calling him, asking him how he was doing. You know, Don Rennick, we love you, and Rocklahoma will forever. You got, you guys in podcast land can't see this, but my 18-year-old son did his first tattoo on my leg, and it's Rock On Don.
Hell yeah.
So we love you, brother.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
Mr. Rocklahoma. I'm not shit compared to this man.
Mm-hmm.
But
Nothing.
I would have to say you are doing a fine job of carrying on the tradition, because you are the type of person that people gravitate to. You're the type of person that is friendly to everybody, that deserves it, you know.
That's awesome. I appreciate you guys.
And you're the life of the party when you're around, so it's kind of like you're carrying that tradition on. So I think that's
and that's cool because it's, you know, when I seen this guy, I was automatically magnetized to this guy, and I wanted to be like him. And Three Doors Down's playing, and hopefully they sing that song. If I could be like that. No, Don Rennick was everything that Rocklahoma is about. So, rock on, Don. We love you.
Hell yeah, and he'll be honored this year and forever year after that, right?
He will be
That's
there.
right.
He will be there in spirit. We love you. And we love you, Amanda Rennick.
Does she still come out there?
She does come out there.
Okay.
And she will be here. She will be there this year.
Okay.
Good deal. Well, we talked about all of Thursday on the Jager retrospect pre-party. At the same time, starting at 6 on Access, they're doing pre-party as well. So there's always a little conflict on some bands. So you got to kind of make your decisions and run back and forth. You know, and we've done that
I've done that
last few
too.
years, you know, run back and forth to make sure we
God, it's exhausting.
see what we want to see. Yeah.
But it's so fun.
It's hard when you get a few drinks in you, but you still make it happen.
Right.
No, that makes it funner. Then.
Well, you know, and we got to see Grind, and then we'll get back in time to the Jager Stage to see Chaotic Resemblance.
CJ McClellan,
Yeah, we got to see Grind.
Dale
I
Driver.
fucking love those guys.
You know, I haven't seen them live yet, but I
really?
do have their CD.
Oh, they're
and,
badass.
And I like it.
They are
It's-
badass.
it's rock and roll.
Live. Yeah,
Rock and roll.
You've got to see them.
Yeah, we've seen them a couple times, and they're just great. You know, just great human beings, great musicians, great. Sorry, there you go.
Yeah, they are really good.
Yeah, and you know, definitely looking forward to them. And like I kind of said about the Devil Your Door, I'm glad it's early enough in the day that I'm not going to miss it and conflict with anything.
Yeah, no shit.
And like you said, run back over there to see Chaotic Resemblance.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got Thursday on Axis. We've got Framing the Red, Well Hung Heart, Emperors and Elephants, Nick Nose, Drek, and even the Dogs.
I haven't seen this Nick Nose yet.
I haven't seen him either, but I've heard phenomenal things about him. I've read constantly about. They're kind of like a southern rock thing, I guess.
Okay.
And from what I can tell, they're doing good. They're playing. They did like an East Coast tour, did
Yeah.
CD release parties up in like New York and stuff.
Nice.
And they played Sturgis last year, and I think
Oh, really? That's
cool. Sunshine has something to do with them as well, because I know she's, you know, pumping them a lot. So I think maybe she's involved with them. And
She's pimping him out. That's great. Trent, you're so fucking articulate. I love you, brother. And by the way, you're much more handsome in person than you are in pictures.
well, thank you.
And
So I take
Jason,
bad pictures. Is that what you're saying?
and Jason, you are a fucking sexy beast.
Damn right.
Hell
Damn right.
yeah.
Hey,
That beard's phenomenal. It's almost getting to Mike Starkey.
Oh, I love the beard. The beard is epic.
I don't know if it's getting to Mike Starkey level.
You're
That's
trying.
No.
epic.
Oh,
That's
fuck,
epic.
that's funny you mentioned that, because I just seen a picture of him on Facebook with, I guess his daughter's graduating today, and congratulations about that. But goddamn, his fucking shit got
His
long.
beard is epic.
Yeah.
My shit grows slower than pubic hair, man.
Yeah.
I swear to God it does.
Yep.
Your shit's getting long too.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it out there.
There you go.
It's
No,
taking
I
time
had
to
an
like
epic.
yours.
I had an epic
You
beard.
did have an epic beard.
Yeah, but my wife, thank God, we made a deal. She quit smoking. I shaved my shit,
There you go.
and yeah,
I remember that picture. That was pretty crazy seeing you with a clean face there.
yeah.
With a short beard, I mean. Well, Thursday, Framing the Red's hitting the stage on Access, and these are, you know, this band's just a good time rock and roll. You know, I think you said if you like Three Doors Down, Fuel, kind of that middle of the road,
Yeah,
hard rock,
definitely,
you'll dig
yeah.
them. It's just that good American party rock and roll vibe. And we've actually had a couple of their past members on the podcast,
Yes,
but their
we
current
have.
members probably don't want to talk about that, so we'll just leave it at that. And then Emperors and Elephants. I know Randy Cooper used to be in this band, and from what I heard from him, it's kind of cool, but I can't go too in depth because I've never seen
Have they
them.
played Rocklahoma before?
I feel like they did
surely
last
they
year, but
have.
I'm not positive. I think they did when Randy was in the band.
I've
but
seen
I'm
the goddamn name before,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I've seen them live yet.
Well, maybe you will at 11 o'clock. What's going on in Jager? That's exactly when Hellectrokuters play, so that's kind of a conflict for people.
Yeah, it's a.
Then, okay, let's just get to the nitty
You know,
gritty.
I got a thing about that too. I wish the AEG or whoever schedules the stages, I wish they wouldn't conflict the stages.
Well, I think the actual festival itself on Friday,
Yeah,
Saturday,
I know.
Sunday, it doesn't.
I'm getting way ahead of ourselves,
Yeah.
but you know it kind of sucks, man.
Yeah.
I know.
Maybe start the festival like at noon, so everything.
Gets spread out a little bit more.
Yeah, so they don't conflict because
first-
you know it's hard, and if it's hot and it's humid, it's hard to be drunk.
no.
You know,
The first
it's
three,
hard on a
the
motherfucker.
first like maybe 3 years, at least 3 or 4 years, they started bands at noon on the
Yeah.
festival, and that was also hard getting out there because there was some bands we want to see at like 11 or noon inside the festival, and you're trying to
And you're
drag
still,
your butt over there.
You're still nursing a fucking hangover.
Yeah, and
when
if
it's
you're
like
like
100
me,
degrees
if you're
'cause
like
it's
me,
July.
it takes a while to get ready too.
Yeah, no shit. No shit.
I just can't wake up and go.
Yeah.
I gotta brush my tooth.
You bastard. So
Well-
I mean, you know, Thursday night we got Drek. I mean, what do you think about that?
Oh, fuck.
I know that you're not going to miss that on Axis
Yeah.
Day.
If you motherfuckers out there in podcast land miss Drek, then you might as well just take your ass home. Okay?
Now, is this when we want to play a song by Drek?
Yeah, we should do that now.
Yeah.
All right.
It's probably one of the baddest, fucking most makes you want to get up and fucking break shit. Or, you know, this song right here that you're gonna play right now, like for a year and a half straight, I play this every morning, back to back to back to back to back, to get to work.
Fuck yeah.
It
you
really
have to have that kind of thing sometimes.
And this song, the whole fucking Happens CD is badass, but this song like instantly became one of my all-time favorite songs because it's just like adrenaline, it's like blood pumping, it's just like get up and fucking break shit and fucking just let's do this.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, let's check this out. This is Drek Choices.
Nice.
All right, once again, that was Choices by Drek. This is badass stuff. I love these guys. I love, like when we saw them live, how they mix like a ton of different styles together and do it extremely well.
Yes,
and this
they
song's a
do.
great example of that. You know, it starts off slow and groovy and then gets into that real heavy, fast riff, and then his vocals are rough and then fast, and, you know, he does that all over the whole album, you know, and live. You know, it's just great band. And,
It's a treat.
yeah, can't wait to see him again. Like I said, when we saw him before, it's great. And I remember when we saw him with you, you know, I guess you had told him you loved the song because he had put the mic in your face to have you sing some of the
He
words.
did. He did, and that was cool. I hope I fucking nailed it, too.
So, yeah, one of your favorite songs of all time, huh?
One of my favorite songs of all time,
Up
you
there,
know.
you're talking about with Maiden and Slayer and Metallica and everything?
Oh, God. You know, I have a choice few. Yeah, this song makes me just, like, want to get up. It made me, for like a year and a half, it made me want to get up and go to a fucking job that I didn't like. So this one song.
So it served that fucking purpose.
It served that purpose.
Yeah.
Yes, it
that's
did.
Great.
So, Drek, I love you guys.
Yeah, if you like that song, you can find it on Reverb Nation. They've got other songs on there. Look them up. Contact them. Buy an album from them. If you see them at Rocklahoma, buy a t-shirt. Support these dudes, man.
Merch.
Oh,
Out of
for
Kansas
merch.
City.
Yeah,
Buy
definitely-
merch.
Definitely merch. That's how these guys can fucking do it.
Support these guys. Support local music.
Yeah, that goes
Buy
for
merch.
any band you see at Rocklahoma. If you love them, go over there and buy something. I mean, most of these bands have stickers for $1 or $2,
Yes.
or a koozie
Yeah.
for $3.
You can get a koozie for $5. It's like fucking do it.
Yeah.
And that's funny
And
you
a lot of bands
mentioned.
sell t-shirts for cheap, 10 or
Yes.
15 too. So.
And that's funny you mentioned that because the first band that I ever bought a CD from was 777.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And that was the first band that I ever connected with. And those guys were so cool. They're still cool, but they're not making music anymore. But that was the first CD that I've ever bought from Rocklahoma was 777.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Was that in 2013 or 12?
it was 2013. Yeah. Love those guys. Love those guys. Wish they would do a comeback
Yeah.
or reunion or whatever they got to do. But, you know, shit happens.
Yep.
Shit happens.
Yep. Yeah, there's a ton of bands that have played Rocklahoma that have split up. I'd love to see get back together.
Oh, God. Let me mention another one.
Yeah.
First Strike.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. There you go.
Another one of my favorites. I love you guys. You know, Mike DiPetrillo, he has other things going with Dryvr, but, you know, that's the business, I guess.
Yeah.
First Strike was one of my favorite fucking, man.
Yeah.
Love them motherfuckers.
Talking about badass, yeah.
Yeah.
And they've been doing it for 35 years
Yeah,
or 30 plus
forever.
years, you know.
Yeah.
Well, Friday now.
Okay.
Like early on in the day, if you get over to Access before the gates open, you've got 4 bands playing. Troy, Octave Jaw, 500th Year, and Sick.
Okay.
Never heard of any of them.
I've seen
So-
I've seen Octave Jaw on some like Murdoch like shrine shows.
Yeah.
Steve
haven't heard
Murdoch.
yet, unfortunately, we got to get into him.
Yes, we need
It's
to
hard,
mention
you know.
Steve Murdoch too
Oh,
because
definitely.
he
Oh,
does
yeah,
work
for
hard.
sure.
He
And-
does work hard at this shit too.
Yes.
And he's been on our podcast. Go dig that up. He's got some cool stuff to say for upcoming
Yes.
bands.
That's right. A lot of good advice for young bands.
We love Steve Murdoch,
Yep, he puts on some killer metal shows in Tulsa.
even though he comes off as an asshole. He's really not.
You know, you probably gonna hear this.
I know. I love Steve Murdoch, and he knows that.
Yeah.
Love you, Steve. But I've heard of Octave Jaw. I've never heard of any other 500th Year. Are they all local Tulsa bands?
I'm not sure. It didn't say. I should have looked that up, but I know it's kind of hard because there's so many. I've looked up a lot of bands I didn't know about, but it's hard to look up every single one of them. So it's
Well, there's no music going on at that time, so You guys take off to the Axis stage and go check them out.
Yeah, for sure.
Troy, Octave Jaw, 500th Year, and Sick.
Yeah. Yeah, Friday from noon to 3, basically. That's the only place where music's going to be on the Axis stage.
Oh, gosh.
But then,
look at after the main stage, though.
Oh, yeah.
But then we get into the nitty-gritty of what most people buy their tickets for, which is when the festival kicks off on Friday.
Yeah.
With Bang fucking Tango.
Oh, fuck.
Bang Tango! As a matter of fact, I heard them last night on Hair Nation coming home from work.
Nice.
I will say that, Bang Tango is one of those bands that I was always kind of indifferent towards. I don't love them, but I like some of their stuff. Mm-hmm. But the band Beautiful Creatures, if you guys are not familiar with them, was Joe Leslie, the singer, his band after Bang Tango.
They were like a turn of the century. They kind of had the sleaze kind of, if you like kind of Buck Cherries kind of stuff.
And
DJ Ashba.
DJ Ashba.
I like Butt Cherries.
DJ Ashba from 6 a.m. was in Bang Tango for the first couple, Beautiful Creatures for the first couple albums.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This album, the first album from Beautiful Creatures is one of the most underrated albums that has ever existed.
It's monumental.
See, you guys know so much about music.
Oh,
I'm glad you guys do this shit every
Well, thank
week.
you. And I mean, if any of this does any good, it's that people will know that Beautiful Creatures did an amazing debut album that not enough people fucking know about.
But we had to bring that up because I've seen Bang Tango since then, and they play a couple of these Beautiful Creatures songs usually.
That's great.
Great. It's totally worth checking out.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Bang Tango's your 80s glam rock, but Beautiful
Can't
Creatures, it's just phenomenal stuff.
Yeah.
And then Friday, they still haven't released the time and the order.
Yeah.
So we can kind of just run through the bands that we know are playing the side stage, which are Wilson, Red Sun Rising, Shaman's Harvest, and The Sword.
Oh, God.
I can't wait
to
see
Sword.
the fucking Sword, dude.
Fuck, I seen them in 2014, was it?
Yeah.
On the Hard Rock stage?
Yep.
Dude.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I heard them before that, so I was really looking forward to seeing them. But, man, they're Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, and they're really young guys, too, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we had Kyle Shutt from The Sword on the podcast. And, badass. I mean, it's like if you like good stonery, retro-y, but with a fresh sound. I mean, I can't wait to see these guys.
Yeah, their first few albums are real stoner rocky, and Black Sabbathy. But this newest album they had is more, like you said, retro kind of 70s.
Yeah, I love it.
Thin Lizzy, Zeppelin kind of vibe as mixed in.
Yeah,
This is one of the ones that if you don't know them, just go see them. I think you'll dig it.
Yeah.
Yes.
No matter what you're into. I'm gonna say I like Pop Evil. I know both of you do not, but they are
Pop Evil.
They put on a great live show, but I'm getting I'm not gonna say I'm bored with them, but I'm just not as excited because I've seen them enough. I think, and there's so much other stuff going on.
I do like the song "Deal with the Devil."
I do have something to say about Pop Evil. To me, I don't love them or hate them. I've seen them live at Rocklahoma. They're great. People love them, and that's something. I will tell you though that their drummer is like the most animated fucking drummer.
Guess what? He's gone.
Are you serious?
As of like 2 weeks ago.
Fuck me.
So there goes the only reason you were going to see him, right?
Well, god damn it.
There it is. We're not going to Pop Evil.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You're not going to be sitting in my seat.
Because that was the thing is I enjoyed seeing that guy.
And I shouldn't say I hate him because a lot of people love him, but it's just not my thing. But I really don't think that they're like main stage worthy. I really don't. But who am I? I'm nobody. So
son of a bitch. I'm still bummed about the drummer.
Well, make a deal with the devil then.
Guess what? He's not the last man standing. Sorry.
No.
Oh, shit.
And I am not Chuck Woolery. Okay?
Well, I haven't seen a news story, but someone in the Rocklahoma group, I think it was Roy Parker, went and saw him in Shreveport.
Oh, he loves pop people.
It was one of those. I can't remember what tour they're on, but maybe there was a couple other bands, and he posted a picture of a girl drummer, and someone said, "What's going on?" He said, "Well,
oh yeah, I seen that."
I guess they were trying out new drummers like every night. It was something weird, like they didn't have a definite feeling. I don't know. I can't speak like I know for sure, but all I know is the drummer is gone, I guess.
The sword, bang tango.
I'm basing this off of what I read on Facebook, so it might be wrong, but...
Hey, if it's on Rocklahoma, you better fucking believe it.
Okay, there you go.
With Shaman's Harvest, they're good. Red Sun Rising, nah. Bullshit. Wilson's good. Wilson is good. I love Wilson. Freeway Mad. Oh my God, we got to catch Freeway Mad too.
Yeah, these Freeway Mad. I think from Freeway Mad on, they're all retrospect bands.
Yes, but these bottom Severmind.
Have you heard Banshee?
I have not heard Banshee.
We played them on the podcast a couple months ago.
Okay, a couple months ago. Before my time.
Rule.
It might have been. It was before you started listening every time, probably 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah, I listen every week.
And they're like extremely like 80s metal.
Yeah.
You know, not
really?
but just like your classic metal.
Yeah, like classic metal.
Like Maiden or something.
Yeah. That's my shit, because I'm stuck in the 80s, you guys.
That's right.
And we've got, just to run through those real quick.
Death Grip. We got to mention Death Grip. The drummer of Death Grip is Scott Bond.
Right.
Formerly of Rough Justice. Well, actually, not formerly. Rough Justice is still alive. It's just Rough Justice, one of my favorite Rocklahoma bands. Man, Scott Bond, I love you, brother. I can't wait to see you. Death Grip, this is supposed to be a little harder and a little heavier. So
really?
Don't miss Death Grip.
Oh, yeah, we'll check it out. And one of the bands I'm looking forward to more than anyone on the whole bill, Last in Line.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, if you don't know who Last in Line is, open the can in the mic.
The beers are flowing.
Yeah.
Oh, in your face, too, huh? 3D in your face?
There you go.
The beer can?
No, I didn't. I was just swiping my eye.
Foam?
Yeah. But Last in Line, get their album. It's all killer, no filler. This thing is badass.
Heavy crown, baby.
There you go. Martyr, everything.
I need to get it.
All three.
I don't have it yet.
It's all three of the members of the original Dio band, except, excluding
Rest
Dio.
in peace, Jimmy Bain.
Yeah, that's right.
Jimmy Bain recorded the album.
I have vivid memories of seeing him at the Sacred Heart tour.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
God damn it, he was right there. Was he on the left side or the... No. Man, he was right in front of me on the Sacred Heart tour. And it was just... God damn. They had these big old rocks.
Yeah.
Big old rocks on the Sacred Heart tour. And I was a little short fucker. But I made my way to the front. And like these big old rocks were like... in my way, so I couldn't see much. But man, I have, I can remember back like 25 years, but I can't remember fucking yesterday.
Yeah,
it's fucking really weird. Rest in peace, Jimmy Ben.
Yeah.
Vivian Campbell, he's came a long way.
Yeah.
Does this band have Vivian Campbell in it?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Sure does.
Yeah, it's Vivian Campbell and Vinny Appice.
Yeah.
And then, of course...
Oh, my God. I would get these fuckers... If they can autograph me, I will have them tattooed on me.
That's right.
Because they bring back so many memories, man.
Yeah. Yeah, Dio, man. It's like, in their live set, I've looked at a lot of set list. It's just like you would expect. It's like, there's a few of their new songs on there, and then there's like 5 or 6 Dio songs.
Heavy on the Dio, yeah.
And they're probably going to be, my guess is they're probably going to be headlining the main stage. I mean, the side stage, the hard rock stage, or whatever it's called.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, I mean, look at them on the list. They're that high up, and that's
Yeah, I
usually the
know.
band that's headlining.
So that would mean...
Usually,
Yeah,
kind of in that slot like Jakey Lee was, where you're,
Oh,
you're
God,
headlining
my
that
highlight of last year and my whole Rocklahoma career. But anyways, I heard there's a Last in Line song that they play on Ozzy's Boneyard.
Yeah.
And I swear that I can imagine Dio singing the song.
Yeah.
It's got that vibe.
It's
And
badass.
man.
Yeah.
And what's great about that band is that they got a guy that isn't a clone of Dio, but their music obviously still sounds like Dio.
Yeah.
It does.
So it
and
kind of still has its own vibe, but it still has a Dio vibe as well.
who's
right.
playing bass for him now?
Phil Susan, who used to be
play
in
with Ozzy at one point.
played
right?
for Ozzy for a bit. He's been in a band called Beggars and Thieves. If you saw him, you'd recognize him.
God damn, you guys know everything.
Yeah. So
He
there
knows
you go.
everything.
What
Nah,
else?
nah, y'all know
This is off the
everything.
subject right now, but
Hey, it's
I
all
heard a
good.
Deep Purple song on the way here, and what albums were David Coverdale on?
Like one of the second and third, maybe. Like him and Glenn Hughes are on like the very early ones.
Okay.
I
I knew you guys would fucking know.
It wasn't
and-
long. I've always loved Deep Purple, but I don't like own all their albums. So I don't know everything. But it was like he left Deep Purple and started Whitesnake way before most people realized. Whitesnake
Yeah.
started like 76
Right.
or something.
Yeah. it took
Who
him
was
a
the
while to
original
really
vocalist
get-
of Deep Purple?
Well, I think there was someone before Coverdale and Glenn Hughes.
Sorry to get off the subject,
No.
but I was just wondering.
And then after Coverdale and Glenn Hughes, of course, was Ian Pace. Is that right? Or
That's the
Ian?
drummer.
No, Ian.
So
Ian
who,
Gillan. Yeah,
So who's vocals on Perfect Strangers?
Ian Gillan. All the
Sweet Lucy was a dancer.
all
None
the
of us would chance it.
all the classic radio hits.
Uh-huh.
Highway Star, Smoke on the Water, Woman from Tokyo, all that stuff. That's all Ian Gillan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
That was all after.
Sorry to get
Coverdale
off the subject
No,
of
it's all good.
Rocklahoma, but
The
It's all
Coverdale
good.
Hughes
love me
stuff
some
is-
fucking Deep Purple, man.
Yeah.
Is just a lot more bluesy and
Yes.
and
Love 'em.
hardcore and long songs. Not
Yeah.
it wasn't as radio friendly, cut down like they became after that. But
So next we've got 6 a.m. I mean, what do y'all think of that?
Nikki Six.
Yeah.
here's
Wait.
my statement, real quick.
Okay.
I cannot wait. I have to emphasize that to see Nikki Six. Nikki Six.
We're all drinking here,
It's-
so
It's not Sticks from Steel Panther. I cannot wait to see Nikki Six on a stage with a vocalist who can actually fucking sing.
Look at that.
I laid it out there. Motley
Well,
Crue
well.
live sucks.
Yeah,
Sorry.
They do.
No,
They do.
The band's great. The vocalist sucks.
If they got John Corabi, they'd be fucking amazing.
Right.
Just saying.
But okay, we got this guy Michael. What's his name? Something Michael. I already forgot. Sorry.
James Michael.
James Michael. He's great singer. And obviously this is totally different from Motley Crue, so it's not even really a comparison. But I just, being a huge Motley Crue fan and being a huge Nikki Sixx fan of his music, I can't, like I said, I just can't wait to see him on a stage with someone who doesn't suck live.
Yeah.
So what is Nikki Sixx doing? He's just...
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, I love Nikki Sixx. But what is he doing? He's just...
he's playing bass.
He's
writing
playing
songs,
bass.
man.
He
He's
wrote
playing
all-
bass and attracting all the attention.
But he wrote all those songs too,
Oh, he did write all these songs.
Yeah. I don't
Okay,
know
so-
if they wrote him with him, but Motley Crue, the bulk of it was written by him as well.
Okay, so this is... Yeah, that's true. So this is him putting his own shit on display, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I can't wait to see them either because I'm a huge Nikki Sixx fan.
Yeah.
I'm just...
Yeah, I'll go watch him.
I'm not familiar with the 6 a.m. I know that one song they played on the radio, Come
Life
to
is
My
Beautiful.
Funeral. Life is Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then Lives of the Beautiful People got played a lot too.
Yeah.
Okay.
But their first two albums I love a lot. The third and fourth one I like, but just not as much as those first two. But it's still going to be... It's one of the things I'm looking forward to because we've never had an opportunity to see them because they haven't really toured up until this past year.
That's
Yeah.
cool. And, dude, I would get a fucking Nikki Sixx tattoo, a Nikki Sixx signature tattoo
Hell
on
yeah.
me any fucking day.
What about a Dave Mustaine one? Because Megadeth is next.
Dude, I will give fucking Dave Mustaine a hand job.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
For everything he's done.
So Megadeth is next on Friday. So I'm pumped for that one. Their new album Dystopia is badass.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Chris Adler from Lamb of God is going to be on drums.
Dave Mustaine is a genius.
There you go. And I just have to say something. I hate to stray a little bit, but today I listened to Super Collider again, and I don't really understand why people got so butthurt about that album.
I like
It's
it.
still Dave Mustaine.
Because maybe save for the
Dance in the
title
Rain
track
or whatever.
and the Blackest Crow or whatever. I mean, it's really not. Even the Dance in the Rain song it stopped and had a breakdown where it was thrashy as fuck. It's like, why were people bitching so much?
But still Dave Mustaine and better than anything that they can put
Yeah,
out.
true. Well, so anyways, I'm really looking forward to Megadeth. It's going to be one of the highlights of the
Me
whole
too,
festival.
man. I haven't seen fucking Megadeth since the Clash of the Titans tour.
Are you
Wow.
serious?
Wow.
Yes. No. Wait. Gigantor with Megadeth and Dream Theater.
Okay.
That was like
Okay,
the first
so that
one.
was after.
Yeah.
That was the first Gigantor. And, I'm looking so forward. Man, it's too bad that it wasn't a headlining set,
Yeah.
though.
But
But
hopefully
it
they'll
is
still
what
get,
it
like,
is.
50 minutes maybe or something.
50 minutes of Hangar 18.
Holy Wars.
Fucking Wake Up Dead.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That'd be nice, yeah, if they played Wake Up Dead or Darkest Hour or
They're going to play some new stuff, though.
My
favorite new stuff and countdown
my
stuff.
favorite Megadeth song is The Conjuring and Ashes in Your Mouth.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Mine's Breadline, but whatever.
Yes.
Just kidding.
I love skin on my teeth, I ain't gonna lie.
So Rob Zombie's next. What do y'all think of that?
He always fucking brings it, man.
It's
Oh.
one of those ones where it's just a live show that you don't want to miss because
No.
it's just something to behold,
Yeah.
It's phenomenal musicianship. I've made my claim about how he's a little iffy vocally live, but his whole band covers for it, and he's not Vince Neil bad, so
No,
he
not.
makes it work. And the band's phenomenal. The stage show is killer. He always changes it up, and it's
He does make it work,
Yeah.
and he looks so fucking freaky that
Yeah.
who gives a fuck what
Yeah.
he sounds like.
Yeah, as long as it
and
doesn't sound
and he's
bad.
always got monsters or something on his
Yeah.
stage, so we love monsters. And
John Five's insane.
Yes, I love John 5.
I do love John 5. Let's just put it that way. And I really do, for all you Rocklahomers, freaking homas, whatever the fuck. I really do think that he's going to do a tribute to Ben and Cody. Because when, we can't talk about Rocklahoma without mentioning these kids that came up missing last year and tragically found in the lake, and Rob Zombie was the first to show support for finding these kids last year.
Yeah.
Because there was a picture floating around with, I think it was Cody.
Yeah.
Was it Cody with the zombie
I
band?
think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I did the meet and greet and stuff. Yeah.
so I really do think that Rob Zombie is going to be the man that he is, and always will be, and mention these kids.
Yeah, he'll give him a shout out, and I think he was really the only one that the only ones that really championed the whole thing
Yes.
of bands and stuff.
Yeah, he was, and that was really cool to him, man, to do that, and I look forward to seeing him.
Yeah, me too.
I love his movies and love a lot of his music, but he really brings it live, and I look forward to seeing him. I just look forward to seeing his little fucking scrawny, fucking scraggly ass. I really do.
Yeah.
He's a badass motherfucker, man.
He is.
And I know this sounds fucking gay, but I just want to touch him.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
He did hold my hand walking along the rail in Oklahoma City one year.
That's right.
Yeah, he's badass.
Hey, I don't mean to rhyme, but being gay is okay.
But I'm not gay.
Well, like I met him like way back in like the 90s, and me and Thrasher after a show in Oklahoma City, and we're standing out there, and he came out of the bus and was signing autographs, take pictures, and there wasn't a whole lot of us, like 10 people, you know, and he had on that hat, like that cowboy hat that was like leather, and you know had the metal studs around it and stuff. And I was just sitting there, you know, he's signing stuff to people. I'm like, I've never done something this stupid or fanboy, but I'm like, hey, dude, can I have your hat? No, I don't know why I said it. You know, and you expect him to just like ignore me or turn me the F off, but he sat there and looked at me and like for 3 or 4 seconds, like he was contemplating it. And he's like, man, I've only got 2 of these. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's only got 2?
He was like really thinking about it.
That's
like,
classic right there.
At least he thought about it.
That's a good story.
Well, after that, I guess rounding out the night is Disturbed. I mean, I
know you're not a fan.
I have not very much to say about that, so I'm going to let y'all take it.
I don't think you're a fan either, are you?
I am a fan of Disturbed.
Okay.
I really do like Disturbed. Stupefied is one of my favorite songs of all time.
That first album, man, is just great.
But the set that they did at Carolina Rebellion, the cover tunes, come on, David Draymond, come on. Let that shit go, man, and throw some Pain Redefined in there and some Dropping Plates for John Stowe.
Yeah, that's a great song. Man.
Come on, and you know,
Sons of Plunder.
Yes, and some fucking Believed and
Sons of Plunder. That sounds like a goddamn pirate song or some shit. I don't know.
And
this is Greek to me, huh?
David Draymond didn't look like he enjoyed being on the stage at Carolina Rebellion.
Well, I think that's just the way he always looks is like he doesn't.
My brothers and sisters, my blood.
He just looks he doesn't, he's not smiling, so he doesn't look like he's not happy, but I mean, I don't know.
Nah,
if that makes sense.
He's got a baby now, so be happy.
He always put on a great show. I mean, I heard an interview with
I love Disturbed, though. You know, I've only seen him once. I am looking forward to seeing him again.
Okay.
I mean, they sound solid. It's not something that you have to worry about them not sounding good.
And the guitar player plays leads now.
Gotta love that.
Gotta love that.
Yeah, it makes you wonder.
And the bass player is, what band's he in? With someone else that we dig?
Oh, he was in Union Underground. He's been in Adrenaline Mob.
Adrenaline Mob.
Yeah,
that's what
he's in something else.
Is he in that band Into the Fire with Tim King?
I
think
he is. Okay, God,
right.
Don't quote me, but so this moves us on to Saturday.
Well, no,
or
Friday
we're still not done with Friday. Sorry,
after the main stage.
Okay, I see where. Yeah, we got to get to this
on Axis. We've got a couple bands, but the main thing we want to mention is Severmind.
Oh fuck!
Fucking love this band. We got to get these guys back on the podcast. These guys are the fucking masters.
Yeah, Stacey Lane and Derek Sanders were 2 of the first guys we had on the podcast as an interview.
Yeah.
Like way back, I think it was like 10 or 11.
And God bless them, because me and you, we brought our dork asses up in there with the laptop, and I was nervous as shit, you know?
Well, yeah, because that's when we were first interviewing. People were like, hopefully we don't ask anything stupid, but they were cool. And
they're way cool.
You know, we know them
way cool.
A little bit better now, so it's easier.
Oh,
anyway,
yeah, that's great.
But, yeah, like you said, we need to get the other guys on here as well. But this is a band that if you have not seen them, do yourself a favor. They're as good as any band on the main stage when it comes to a live show.
Oh, no shit. I mean, if you like just straight up meat and potatoes, heavy metal, if you like,
metal, that's what it is.
If you like BLS, Megadeth, fucking. I mean, this is just chunky fucking. This is just the right shit to listen to.
In my opinion, they should be opening up for a tour band.
Oh yeah,
They really should.
They're one of my absolute favorites in the whole town.
Mine too.
I mean, I just think that
right now, hands down.
Yeah, they should be opening for any fucking band that comes through here.
Any
it's amazing.
band.
You hear that, Dave Mustaine? If you do Gigantour, have Severmind out there opening
That's
the
right.
show.
That's
Absolutely.
All right, well, let's jump in.
It should be. Actually, it should be Slayer, Anthrax, Death Angel, and Severmind opening.
Oh, wow. Yeah, put
That
them
would
on
be-
that
yes.
tour.
That would be a
perfect.
fucking bill right there.
Yes.
So now we're on to Saturday.
And the first thing that happens, like we started talking about earlier, is the GA ROK Stage. You mentioned Switchback, but we've got one of the other things I'm looking forward to the most of this whole thing
Oh fuck yeah!
is Sprout, John Halata, Mike Starkey, and Tony Hinton.
Yes.
Screaming Red Mutiny.
Screaming Red Mutiny.
They will be camping at Camp Chaos, by the way.
This is gonna be
Are
bad
they?
fucking
Nice.
ass.
This features guys that were in King Shifter, Blackwater Rebellion, Even the Dogs, and The Joint Effect.
God damn, I love
All-
some King Shifter.
All four of those bands are great, and this band is great. We've heard 2 songs from them.
Yes.
They're going to bring it out at Rocklahoma. Their CD should come out shortly after that. They're playing at least twice, maybe 3 times. I think twice on this whole event.
Yes.
But
I can't wait.
man, 10 a.m. That's going to be hard for me, but we got to make it happen because it's
Yeah.
Oh, we
gotta
will
be
make it
there.
happen.
We got to be there somehow.
And directly following them, once again, like we mentioned before, The Devil You Adore.
Travesty.
Travesty!
And we mentioned Blackwater Rebellion. Cody Slane, the singer of that band, is in another band now at Arkansas called Scorned.
Scorned, baby. I haven't heard him, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, they're on Reverb Nation. You can check them out there.
Love me some Cody Slane, man.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, great dude. We had him on the
Yeah, he
podcast
was on the
as well.
podcast. Check
Shout
that
out to
out.
that. And then, of course, Fist of Rage is closing out the rock party stage on Saturday.
Goddamn,
right.
Paulette Haas. They played, great band, by the way. I
Yeah.
love me some Fist of Rage, but they played Camp Jager like at fucking 3 o'clock in the morning one year, and all I can do is sit there and fucking take about 1,000 pictures of Paulette Haas, the bass player. I was like, oh my God. But of course she's a beautiful lady, but I was drunk and blah, blah, blah.
Right?
She knows that. I've already explained
Well,
this to her.
They're badass live.
Yeah, we
Yes.
saw them. We saw them open up.
Eeyore? Is he going to wear the Eeyore suit
I don't know.
again?
We saw them open up for John Karabi, and they were badass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just you're gonna get fisted.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fist of Rage.
I
That's
don't like
what's gonna
fist
happen.
fuck.
And they've got...
Maybe a
At
finger
least
or two, but
They used
not
to have
fist.
They used to have T-shirts and koozies that said "Get Fisted," so I don't know if they still do, but
Yeah.
be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, good band.
Just buy that regardless
Good
because it
band.
says "Get Fisted" on it.
Hey, beer koozie of rage. Remember that?
I think they're looking for a drummer right
Fucking
now
A.
or something.
Yeah. Well, getting into Saturday. Let's see. The first we've got on the retrospect inside. I know we've got Ragdoll that you mentioned.
Yes.
Can't wait for that. Playing again. We've got Prophets of Addiction. We saw these guys open for John Crosby as well.
Yeah.
Is that the same show?
No, that was Scattered
Or
Hamlet.
Scattered Hamlet,
Yeah.
yeah. And they were real kind of raw, punky, kind of glammy.
Sleazy, glammy
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah, yeah.
And then Chainmail, who's a badass band out of Tulsa.
God, I can't
Straight up
fucking wait.
Who
80s metal.
introduced me to that band? Trevor Tree. I think he introduced me to Chainmail.
Yes, we love Trevor. That guy
Trevor,
kicks ass.
Trevor knows a lot
Yeah, he
about
knows his
freaking
shit.
music. Yes,
For
he
being
does.
his age, he's
Yes, he's a kid and he knows a lot about music.
much respect. for that.
Chainmail's badass, but you know,
And of course, Dead Metal Society.
dead
right.
metal. I love that. Man, I'm attracted to cover bands for some reason. I like cover bands and dead metal. I seen them last weekend and he forgot the lyrics to Uncle Tom's Cabin 3 times. Dude, it was classic. But that's one of my all-time favorite songs.
Yeah, I
Once
love it.
again,
Yeah.
we're going into this all-time favorite theme for some reason.
But DMS is great live, man. They, like I said, they're a cover band of 80s metal and glam metal, and they bring it. All solid musicians. It's just exceptional.
Can't wait.
But getting into the side stage and the main stage, Wild Throne is a band. I listened to their album a few weeks ago.
Dude, they're fucking nuts.
It's just nuts. It's insane. It's just phenomenal. It's just all over the place. It's like that crazy kind of what the Mars Volta mixed with Faith No More mixed with metal.
Nice.
It's just this. I can't wait to see these guys. I just imagine it's going to be great. I know tons of people are huge on Avatar. I've only heard a few songs and I've liked them, but
I'm gonna go check them out.
I think they're one to check out because they look like they're the type of band that's going to bring it live.
Mm-hmm.
And then getting into the badass section of this whole fucking festival,
Here we go.
Devildriver and Hatebreed back to back. I would
my
assume.
God.
Haven't seen either one of them.
Oh, wow.
Looking forward to seeing both of them.
I've never seen Devildriver, and I got to tell you, Trent is more of a Devildriver fan than I am. I'm just now kind of turning on to him. But I know that fucking Hatebreed, this will be like the fucking 400th time I've seen him.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Nice.
You've seen them a million times. Their new album is bad fucking ass. I listened to it twice this morning.
It
at
came
work.
out Friday.
Yeah, it's fucking
really?
amazing. I cannot wait to see Hatebreed. They're one of my top highlights of the whole festival.
Yeah.
We got to back up though. The Salem's Lot.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Salem's Lot. Oh my God.
You like them, huh?
Yeah, I
Okay.
really do. It's a good, they have this 80s Motley Crue-ish fucking fuck you. Fucking your grandma, your mother, and your sister theme to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
We're kind of jumping around because it's hard to keep track of these, but we're talking about Saturdays. So
Yes, this is Saturday.
Yeah.
Earlier on Saturday on the Axis stage, Locust Grove is playing. And
oh, that's right.
this features Zane Smith, who was in fucking
Anti-Mortem.
Anti-Mortem.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear them?
No.
Okay, they're from Oklahoma City or Norman, something,
Yeah.
right? And they
got signed by
They-
Century Media.
and they were
Or was
picking
it
up
Nuclear
steam. They were
Blast?
on
Yeah.
tour opening for Machine Head and a couple other bands.
Yeah, they went to Europe.
and then after like 2 years,
I've heard good things about them, man.
They played Rocklahoma a couple times.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years ago.
And they just broke up.
I saw them over from Machine Head too. They're just great band, and they just broke up. I don't know the story on it, but Locust Grove.
I'm looking forward to seeing them.
Yeah, and
Because I haven't
listened
seen
to a
them,
song
and I've
online.
heard really
It's
good things
a
about them.
great band, yeah.
Well, we were talking about Chainmail earlier. Where are they at? Where are they playing? When?
They're on retrospect.
Okay.
They don't have times listed for all this stuff in the
Gotcha.
festival.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
No, that's
My
fine.
bad.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Because
So-
I don't know
so-
anything either.
So where are we at now?
Well, I know you're really looking forward to POD.
No, I'm not.
Nah. 'Cause
It doesn't mean they suck. Doesn't mean they suck.
That's a good
I'm
song.
just not looking forward to them.
I will say, that I don't love them, I don't hate them, but I do hate that song, "Youth of the Nation."
Okay.
That pisses me off. But everything else they have, I'm cool with. Like,
But Sevendust, they always
Here's
Sevendust
the thing
always
is after them is
brings it,
Sevendust,
man.
and they kicked fucking goddamn ass.
I love
Sevendust is going to be one of the
Sevendust.
best bands of the bill.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are. Trying to get a hold of John Connolly to come holler at us for a little bit.
That'd be cool. Yeah, if you've never seen them, just do it, man. These guys.
Yes. Bullet for My Valentine, they love that band.
Yeah, I know you're looking forward to that.
Love that band.
Yeah.
I a couple years ago, they were like the top band on my want to see list, and I got so drunk that I passed out and missed them.
Wow.
So this
Better
year
not
is
miss
my
them this year.
redemption year.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
Scream, Aim, Fire, Temper. They
Yeah.
got some great stuff.
Love that. Has no one told you your cries are all in vain? Cries in vain.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite Bullet for My Valentine songs.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, we've also got Vinnie Paul and Chad Gray.
Hell yeah.
And
Always
hell yeah.
crazy. I don't want to see. Well, they're main stage worthy. I do think.
But you know, if they put him over there again.
Because one time they headlined the second stage.
Yeah. Hard Rock. And man, I was right there front and center. And it was a good show. Mm-hmm. Bands with a lot of energy, I don't really think should play the main stage.
I get
because,
that.
There's concrete and wood benches and shit. Just like Slayer last year. They really didn't look like, of course they were getting paid, so they enjoyed it, but they really didn't look like they were enjoying whatever they was doing because there was no movement. And, these bands, they really feed on the energy of the crowd. So if there's no energy of the crowd, then they can't eat.
Yeah.
It's
right.
Well, a lot of times they put bands higher up on the second stage so they can bill them higher and give them more respect. Because if they didn't, hell yeah, might be third or fourth down on the main stage. So if you have them headline in the second stage, you're going on at 10 o'clock, and it's more of a big deal, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So looking at this, is THC gonna headline the Hard Rock?
That's what I was wondering. Like, you never know. They just kind of,
because they always bring it. I know there's a lot of THC fans.
Yeah.
And they really do bring it.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll be either high up at the top of the second stage or middle on the main stage. You would think it's probably the same thing, like, put them high up on the second stage because they're going to have a big crowd and they've got the energy in the crowd and that kind of thing.
Because I've seen YouTube footage of the last time THC was played the Hard Rock stage, and dude, there's fucking tons of fucking people at that stage, and I'm like, whoa, I didn't know there was that many people. Why did I leave that at the end of the set?
Yeah,
because that fucker was popping. So
I'm not gonna lie, in a totally different vein, I'm looking forward to Collective Soul.
Oh, I am too.
Because I've always loved them. It's been many years since I've seen them. It's a totally different vibe than everything else going on that day.
Which is kind of weird.
So is that like the Bush?
Maybe
the Bush playing while Device was setting up?
Maybe it is,
Because Rachel and I, we were waiting for Device while Bush was playing.
It could be, but it'll be better sounding than Bush. I could say that.
I don't know.
Dude, I like Bush.
I always hated Bush, and I think they put on one of the best shows of Rocklahoma ever.
They sounded really good.
Yeah.
I sat in the back and heard it, because we have good seats, and I let one of our friends go up to our seat because she loves Bush. And actually, no, was it your wife?
It was us. Yeah,
that's who it was.
They were badass, and I hate that band, and they were great.
Yeah, and I thought,
they got a lot of fucking good songs. Yeah. You can pick at least 5 or 6 songs.
Hey, and you know what? They were better than Guns N' Roses that night.
No.
Don't tell him.
It's like,
Speaking of Guns N' Roses, Rachel and I left like 3 songs in.
Trent's going to go home now.
And I'm not going to kick myself in the ass because didn't they play like 2 hours?
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
And I wish I would have sat through that shit.
I'm not gonna get into it because I would rather have an ice pick jammed in my ear than listen to a Bush song.
Okay.
Any of them. Glycerin's one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life. What I've tried to tell you was that they sounded good live. They're good musicians, but the music, it's like Chevelle or it's like Celine Dion. I'd rather be punched in the fucking throat than listen to that
Celine Dion?
It's just boring.
Fuck, that was fucking random.
Yeah. But what we're getting at is Collective Soul should be a good, it'll be different.
Tell me a Collective Soul song so I'm familiar.
Gel.
December was their slow one that was a hit.
The World I Know. Shine.
Shine was the one where it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you
Heaven
guys,
let your light shine
I'll
down.
let y'all sing
Okay, that's Collective Soul. I'll hear that from a distance.
But then after that is Three Doors Down. What do y'all think?
I've never seen them. I will check them out.
My thing is I don't usually get into bands like that, but for some reason, you know, and I'll just be completely honest, they've got a lot of songs I don't dig.
But it depends on...
But they've got a lot of songs I really do fucking get a kick out of.
I do. But
so I'll see them. I'll watch them.
It depends on who's playing the hard rock at the time, though.
Exactly.
Because if it's THC or Hatebreed, goddamn, I got to go to the fucking hard rock stage.
Oh, I know.
Well, I've seen Three Doors Down twice, and one time was great, and one time was not.
I have not seen them yet.
Like, I saw them on their first album. They were full of energy. It was awesome. And then I saw them probably 10 years ago, and it was just boring. Like, they just stood there on stage, and it was just like, wah. They sounded fine, but I left after.
So it was after the Operation Desert Storm thing, and yeah.
Like, because they had Shine Down and Alter Bridge opening for them. And both those bands...
You can't fucking beat that.
Both those bands are full energy, phenomenal live bands, and then you had Three Doors Down up there just standing there, staring at their shoes like they were, you know, Pearl Jam in 91 or something.
Yeah.
You know, Pearl Jam's got
more
more
energy now. I want that album 10,
though. They do.
Pearl Jam 10?
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Well, after that, you know, we got the Scorps, so maybe we should get into that.
The biggest, baddest thing that's going on at this whole thing.
Yep, pretty much.
I believe so.
You know, the Scorpions, like, since Rocklahoma started in 2007, every year we're like, who do you think is going to play next year? And every year I'm like, they got to get the Scorpions.
Yeah.
And then they finally did 10 years into it. So
speaking of which, I'm 33 and a third part Nostradamus.
Okay.
and to explain myself, it's because pulling out of the parking lot, I predicted it was going to be Tool, System of a Down, and Disturbed, the headliners. Well, I got Disturbed right. So my mother must have gave Nostradamus a blowjob while she was pregnant with me or something. So I'm 33 and a third part Nostradamus.
Yeah. All right, and directly after the Scorpions, Kevin's going to open a beer and party. Right, there you go. There's a precursor.
It's all about the party, baby.
Enslaved by Fear and Screaming for Silence are playing.
Yes.
Both these are great bands out of the Tulsa area. We're going to see Screaming for Silence tonight, right? Aren't they opening up for...
Searching for Sanity.
Oh, crap. I always get those two.
Searching for Sanity, and that's one band that I haven't seen yet.
It don't
We're going
matter.
to see them tonight.
I'm not going to edit that out. My bad. There's two bands
Okay, that's cool.
We're drinking,
with three words,
it's all good.
both two S's.
Fuck yeah.
They both have...
Except him.
They both have three words.
No, he's got some rum over there, dude.
Is it strong rum?
Yeah, oh yeah. Knowing him, it is.
Okay.
Yes. We're just the two scumbags drinking Coors Light.
Yeah.
Right
3 point fucking Coors
This
Light.
isn't rum, it's Crown Royal.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yes,
Even
Crown
better.
Royal. That's my wife's favorite drink.
Yes. Well,
after Fireball.
Enslaved by Fear, don't miss these guys. They're a badass
yes,
metal band.
they bring it.
Brax, a great front man. It's just a great band.
Brax is good.
Saturday, same time, Camp Jager's After Party.
Oh, shit.
Features a lot of great stuff. Screaming Red Mutiny again.
Fuck yes.
They're playing twice that day, once early in the morning, once late at night. We've got, like we mentioned, Cody Slane, his band Blackwater Rebellion's playing. Freeway Mad is playing again. The Devil You Adore is playing their third set.
Can't wait for that.
And once again, the Hellectrokuters.
Hellectrokuters! Fucking raw! Fucking, they're from fucking Siberia and Paris?
Yeah. Well,
Goddamn!
I knew they were from Paris. I didn't know someone was from Serbia.
I can't wait.
Hell yeah. Well, jumping right into Sunday, we got another day of the GA Rock Party.
Yes!
9 a.m., Micah.
Yes.
Devon
Micah. Front woman who's only 18? Is that right? Or is she older than that now?
Ooh, she's a woman, ain't she? She is a woman.
Watch out.
Yeah.
Great rock band. They played last year, right? Or no, her other band played. Am I saying that right?
What the hell was the band's name? She had that other chick with her, too, right?
God, I should have wrote that down.
Oh,
I feel bad.
no disrespect, but you girls still rocked it.
Agents of Chaos. Do you know about them?
Yeah. Well, actually, I watched them on YouTube play a bunch of cover tunes. I didn't know they had any original songs, but obviously they do. And their cover tunes, they were covering Slayer and fucking Metallica and all kinds of shit.
Watch
so I was
out.
like, yeah. And I'm a huge fan of cover bands, man. For some reason,
If they can do it good, yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
they speed shit up too.
Yeah.
And like we said, Blackwater Rebellion's playing Saturday night in the middle of the night, probably 1 or 2 in the morning.
Which is going to be badass.
And then they're turning around and playing 11 a.m. Sunday morning.
Love me some Blackwater and love me some Cody Slane.
Yeah.
Who's playing bass for them now, though?
I'm not sure. If they...
It's not Mike Starkey, though, right?
No, he had left because Scream Red Mutiny is
Right.
a full-time thing. And
Right.
when we talked to Cody for the podcast, he said they were trying out people, but they didn't have anyone at that point.
Well, I remember. on
God
their
damn, I
Facebook,
should have
they
went and
had-
tried
they,
out.
they announced somebody,
Oh, okay.
but I can't remember who it was.
Well, and guess who we have at noon? Searching for Sandy.
Searching for Sanity, which we're going to see
We're going
tonight.
to see them tonight.
Yeah.
Dude, and I swear that, I mean, I don't know how accurate I am about this, but the song that I shared on the Rocklahoma page a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago, man, it totally reminded me of some newer Metallica stuff.
Oh, I've heard them, and I definitely get a Metallica vibe, and that's
Yes,
great. That
straight
sounds great.
Metallica vibe
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for that. Charlie Ledford, and he's a good dude, and I can't wait to hear him pound the fucking skins
Hell yes.
tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time, man.
Yes, we are going to have a good time.
Well,
the
directly-
good time's already starting.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Hell yes. Ah!
Well, directly after that, you're taking the stage.
Oh,
What the
fuck.
fuck is up with that, by the way?
Dude, actually, this is in regards to the Agents of Chaos cover tunes.
Okay.
I heard a bunch that I would like, I want my 15 minutes of fame too. But I got to make it to Harrison, Arkansas next week to practice with them because they want me to practice with them at least one time.
What songs are you doing?
I think it's going to be like For Whom the Bell Tolls,
Yes.
Dead Skin Mask,
Wow.
what's the on the 598 EP from Metallica?
Yeah.
The Misfits, Green Hill, Last Caress.
Which one? The Wait, The Small Hours?
Small Hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude. I love that you
Just call my name
Yeah.
and I'll be there.
I like that you're doing
Down,
Dead Skin
down.
Mask. That's one of my
Oh,
favorite fucking
Yes.
Slayer songs.
And of course Seek and Destroy.
yeah.
I think we will close it out with that one.
Nice.
Because that'll get everybody fucking going.
Yeah.
Rocklahoma, Seek and Destroy.
So can I say something here?
Yes.
When you're doing this is my birthday.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, so throw me a shout out while you're up there on stage.
I will. And I will make sure I'm there to rehearse next week just to give you a birthday present. And I'm not good. I'm not really good at vocals, but I don't suck either.
Yeah.
So it won't suck. So everybody needs to come fucking check it out at fucking 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
That's right.
Well, I wanted to.
Yeah.
I want to jump
I'm
back.
deleting all you.
I want to jump back today, and we didn't mention. I know you mentioned Cody earlier, Ben and Cody, but on the GA ROK Stage when the Devil Your Door plays at 11 a.m., I remember Travis saying that they're going to do like a moment of silence. For Ben
Absolutely,
and Cody.
Trent. Absolutely.
That's 11 a.m. Saturday at the GA
Good
ROK
job,
Stage,
brother.
so get over there to represent that.
Yes.
raise a toast.
Raise a toast. Hey, and Bridging the Gap. Donate to this cause. Trent has worked hard to... Wait, Trent. Travesty. Excuse me. Travesty has worked hard to get this going. So if you got an extra buck or so, fuck buying a shirt from me or, you know, but buy merch, but don't buy a shirt from me. Go donate to shit, okay? Because there's a lot of other causes that need money other than me.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
So are they going to be out there where you could...
Well, actually, I talked to the head of Rocklahoma, and we cannot donate anything at the GA ROK Stage, but Bridging the Gap will have a booth inside the festival.
Cool. Okay.
Yes.
Cool, so be on the lookout for that.
Yes, so go donate.
Then,
And also, hold on. Sorry, where were you going?
no, I was just going to say jumping
remembered
into Sunday, so say what you
Okay, just while we're just getting done with Saturday, I heard on Jamie Josta's podcast that he is going to be signing at the Monster Energy booth at Rocklahoma
Oh, wow.
on
Who's
Saturday. Singer for Hatebreed.
No, cool.
So anybody that wants to meet Jamie Josta, watch out for that.
I gotta get me some.
He's a nice guy. He's badass. He will give you a few seconds. You know, he'll look you in the eye, and he's just he's definitely a cool guy to meet. So if you guys are wanting to do that, get out there and do that.
Definitely.
And what was it? 2015. Another one of my highlights. Of course, my first one was meeting Jakey Lee last year.
Oh, I bet.
But the year before that, I met Dimebag Darrell's widow.
Yeah, Rita
Haney. And man, I just, I was standing next to her and I couldn't help think but that, Dimebag had his penis in this woman and I'm standing next to her. Really though, it's really like heartfelt to me because one of my idols had his schlong in this woman, and I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
And if she was screwing anybody at that time, I wanted to kind of like smack her in the mouth for fucking doing it. But that was my second highlight.
Nice.
Of course, my third highlight is meeting everybody.
Yeah.
Of course, Jakey Lee's got to be my first because I grew up with that guy. But the relationships and the people that you meet at Rocklahoma, man, it's second to none, man. If you out there in podcast land, if you've never been there, you got to go. You got to try it out. At least go one day, man, and catch the vibe.
It's the best, isn't it?
Man, it is the best.
You've got to camp.
Yeah,
it is the best.
And you got to
don't stay in a
tent, not some RV where you're sitting around in the RV all day.
Don't
get in the tent, get out,
and don't stay in a goddamn fucking motel room in Pryor. Right. Fucking come camp, Amanda Rennick.
The only reason you should fucking be in a motel in Pryor is if you're Eddie Trunk. That's about it.
Fuck Eddie Trunk. Oh, have you seen the picture of me and Eddie Trunk? We look like fucking fags.
Oh shit.
It was 2012, my first day actually. I didn't know what Rocklahoma was.
Yeah.
I got here in 2009 and I worked on the road with the traveling circus for like 4 years.
Yeah.
For 3 years. And I don't know how we ended up there, but Rachel said, hey, Jackal's playing in Pryor. And I'm all, oh, okay. You like Jackal? Let's go. So we bounce to Pryor and we get, I remember vaguely, I see the sign. It's a big sign that says Rocklahoma, but we get pulled over. I guess the cop pulled Rachel over because I didn't have my license at the time. They pulled Rachel over for not using the blinker while she changed the lane or something. Some stupid shit.
Wow.
Well, they let us go. And I had a 6-pack of tall cans.
Yeah.
16-ounce tall cans.
Tanners.
And we pull in the GA parking, and I'm like, Rachel, I'm like hiding the beers from the cops. And Rachel's all, hey, there's a cop over there. Well, I'm hiding the beers. I didn't know what Rocklahoma was all about then.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, we catch Jackal. We catch Puddle Mud, which I really dig their set in 2012. Puddle Mud was really good. And Aranda, whatever. Well, we stood right there on the edge of the VIP where the guy lets you in the VIP on the outside.
Yeah.
And we stood there the whole time. Eventually, I drank my 6-pack of tall cans, and I was a little buzzed because I don't drink much. But in there, I started drinking more, and I was a little buzzed. Well, I started making friends with the guy at the thing, and I'm all, hey, let us in there. Let us in there, please. He's all, man, I can't do it, but once it gets dark, I can let you in. So, by the time it got dark and Queensryche comes on, well, he lets us in. Well, two songs into Queensryche, he lets us in the VIP, and I'm like, fuck it, Rachel, come on, let's go front row. We go front row and we sit down. Well, the guys in the yellow shirts, which are event security, they say, hey, you guys got to go or whatever. So I get up and Rachel gets up, and one of the security guards puts his hand on Rachel's shoulder and like nudges her really hard to move. And I nut the fuck up. Yeah, I nut the fuck up. And I push up on this dude, and next thing I know, I'm like pinned up against the concrete wall by 5 of these fuckers. Well, it took 5 of them fuckers to get me fucking like calmed down. Well, by that time, Prior Police.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Prior Police is right there on me. And you know, I've had a little bit to drink. I don't drink much, so it don't take me much to get me drunk. Well, as soon as I seen them motherfuckers put their hands on my wife, I freak out. But I had the option. Luckily, a fucking older sergeant comes and he gives me the option. Either we escort you out off the property, or we take you to jail for drunk in public. And I'm like, fuck this shit, man. I'm fucking, you can escort me out. I'm not going to jail. So I got escorted off, 2 songs into Queensryche. Well, I guess Jeff Tate called us all fucking, fuck you, we're losers, or whatever.
Exactly.
I don't know what his fucking words were, but I missed that part. If I would have been there for that, I probably would have nutted the fuck up then, too. But yeah, I get my first year at Rocklahoma, I was only there one day, and I got fucking escorted off the property.
Yes. As any Mr. Rocklahoma should.
Yes, as any Mr. Rocklahoma
You've
should
been through it
start
all.
off.
Been through it all.
Well, Sunday was the day you got kicked out, and that's what we're on here. I know we all love Great White. I know you made your displeasure about Jack Russell not being there. We're all not happy about that, but I will say that their new singer, Terry, from XYZ, does a great job. So it's still worth seeing, I believe. You know, they sound
Yeah,
good.
but Jack White has that fucking sound, man.
Yeah, I mean,
And
it's the classic sound. It's great, you know. But hey,
I don't...
it's better Great White than, you know.
Okay. I have something about this,
Can
right?
something what?
Do we have time?
Yeah.
Alice in Chains. Rocklahoma. When was it? 2014?
Yeah, 13 or 14. I can't remember.
I can close my eyes and it's not far off of Lane Staley.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of classic bands changing vocalists. So I don't know how I haven't heard this guy. I don't know how it's going to be perceived by me. Anyways, this is just my opinion.
Yeah. Well,
I think there's two. Oh, sorry. What?
I don't know. I know it sucks, but I think that, and I understand what Great White went through with Jack Russell, what Jack Russell went through on his own, whatever. But I'm pretty sure that Jack Russell's back on his shit now. And it'd be nice if they all could get back together and do it.
Yeah, you would think
they would be a little bit higher up on the bill if they did.
Yeah. And that's just me. It's just my opinion. I'm not a big fan of bands losing their original lead singer. And
I understand. And that's the thing. It's like, because, back in the day, I think we saw him in, 08, 09, when, he was just fucking out of it. He looked like he was about to fall over, and he had to have a bench to sit on. But he sounded amazing.
I have not seen them since
No
the
matter
late
what,
late 80s.
So
I have
Well,
not
we saw
seen
him-
Great White.
We saw him twice there. The first time was great. The second time wasn't because it was like not long after he had that boat accident.
yeah.
And he was like on pain pills, and he even talked about it. He's like, "Sorry, I'm on like pain medication," and he was like totally off, like from the rest of the band. Like he wasn't.
Yeah.
It just didn't sound right.
Well, then you got to get the show must go on.
Yeah.
The show must go on. If you got somebody that's fucked up, he's got to go.
But I am going to go see them with the guy from XYZ. I'm going to go see it.
Yeah.
I have to.
I want to too. I'm really interested, and I can't wait.
Next is Saint Asonia, Skip. Okay, still Panther.
Still Panther. I do believe the shit is scripted, but it's fucking entertaining.
Oh, dude, it's fucking badass. It's so hilarious. And you can't, no matter what, these guys can play, dude. They can play. They're talking about glory holes and,
fucking love glory holes.
butt fucks and shit, but goddamn,
Love
they
butt
can play
fucks,
their
too.
fucking instruments, dude.
Their
Love it.
lyrics are funny as hell. Every album, and like you said, they're just awesome musicians.
They
And
are.
they're as good. They're kind of. They started as not really mocking '80s stuff, but just lampooning
Yeah.
the biggest stereotypes of it, the sex
Yeah.
and the drugs and stuff. But along the way, they became good as most any band that they were kind of,
That's right.
emulating.
In my opinion, man, they kept the shit alive.
Yeah.
They did. They really did. They really did keep the 80s shit alive.
Well, speaking of the '80s shit, Sebastian Bach.
Oh, God.
Now, yeah.
The wife
Go
and
ahead.
I,
No, this
the,
is, yeah.
the wife and I seen him in Little Rock at Juanita's, but he didn't play this American metalhead or whatever the fuck that song is.
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, one of his solo songs.
Yeah, and that fucker is badass, dude. That's up there with any fucking Skid Row song, in my opinion. So I'm looking forward to Sebastian Bach, man.
Last time
It's Sebastian Bach.
Last time he played Rocklahoma, I thought he sounded good, but I thought his band was just really kind of boring. It's like it's weird, Skid Row was always one of my favorite bands, and I never disliked any of their stuff without Sebastian, but they just need each other because they're still great live, and he's still great live, but everybody gets pissed off that he's not in Skid Row, and I don't think his band's that great. So it's like they just need to be back together.
Yeah, they do. No, you're right. They do.
But I'll still go see either one of them on their own.
It will happen.
Yeah.
It just wasn't the year for it.
And
right.
by the way, you do know that who is the new singer in Skid Row?
Well, they've never officially announced it.
Yeah,
They're just
but-
playing some shows.
Yeah, but they're playing some shows with the guy that used to be in Dragon Force.
Right. Which is
So-
totally weird.
Yeah, completely fucking weird.
Well, I don't fucking like it. And I am not buying it.
Yeah. But see, after Sebastian Bach, we're up to...
It's time to go back to the camp.
It's time to go back to the camp. I'm not going to fucking lie. I don't give a good goddamn. Chevelle, 5-finger death punch. That means I'm going back to the camp. Yeah.
So I guess you're in agreement with me and him.
I'm
going
going to the fucking porta potty to go poop.
I'm going to the camp and I'm drinking some hams, baby.
It'll sound bad. Porta potty.
I'm fucking taking some shots Jaeger and drinking some hams.
But
That's
guess
how that's
what?
happening.
Guess what? As soon as that band that's headlining Sunday night finishes whatever the hell it is they're doing, we're going to get something called Dryvr.
Yes!
Fuck yeah.
So,
Love these guys. Love, 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 love.
right there at Axis, Dryvr. Great band. We've talked about them a tons of times. We've had Mike DiPetrillo on the podcast.
Love that motherfucker.
These are all great dudes, phenomenal people, phenomenal musicians. Check this band out. Just great fucking hard
Oh,
rock
shit.
metal.
But who plays after Dryvr?
As above, so below.
Yeah!
Badass.
Can't wait for this shit right here.
Yeah, we've got Pierce Turek.
Pierce.
And then, of course, CJ Pierce from Johnny Pool.
Oh,
He was
shit.
on this podcast earlier this
Is he
year.
going to bring it?
Yeah, he is.
He's
Damn
going to
right
bring
he is.
it, isn't he?
Yeah.
And Pierce brings it playing that motherfucking bass, dude.
Hey, he can bring it. Hey, CJ Pierce can bring a hell of a vodka drink, too, by the way.
Yes. Well, I can't wait. I can't wait to see these fuckers, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait. And does this close out Rocklahoma?
Well, no, Sunday night at the same time over here back on Camp Jager.
Yes. I love Camp Jager.
Yeah, we're going
So I'll be wandering back over yonder.
We've got Micah over there. And probably after As Above, So Below ends, we still got Micah, London's Dungeon. and
Yes.
Fist of
Paul
Rage.
London in the dungeon, baby.
And
Woo!
And we're going to get fisted again, too.
Oh, fuck, that hurts. Fuck yeah, Fist of Rage.
So let's
Paulette, I'm going to take only 500 pictures of you this
Instead of
year.
600
So don't be creeped out.
You're going to have to tag her in this.
Sorry, Rachel. Yeah. Look,
No, everybody knows everything.
well, you think about it looks like, if you look at this right, it looks like Fist of Rage will probably be the final band officially playing the whole thing.
And what a way to close it out.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
you can't ask for a better band to be finishing all this out.
That's right.
You know, if you can last till 3 in the morning on Sunday night, which you should.
Oh, God. Because we don't have to pull out till like Monday at noon, so I can get a couple hours sleep.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. It's going to be a fun time. And
We're less than. This will be posted Mondays, so we're like, what, 7, 8, 9 days until this all kicks off.
oh, God, it's so close.
Yeah.
People will be heading in there Sunday.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. There's some people that get out there Sunday and just spend the week out there.
I know Bill Ray will be there
Yeah.
on Sunday. Hey,
if you're
does anybody ever know who the pretzel guy was?
Do the what?
The pretzel guy. The guy
Yeah,
laying in
from
the
this
road.
Picture from the meme picture.
Remember Bill Ray used to Photoshop the pictures of me stepping on the pretzel
the
guy?
that's folded up on the
Oh,
road.
no, I have no clue. No
Fuck.
clue.
Pretzel guy, if you're out there,
Guy.
my name is Kevin Graham. Please Facebook me. Let me know who you are because I want to shake your hand.
Yeah, send us a message. We'll hook you up with Kevin.
Oh,
Right.
Maybe
And-
we could do an interview with you on the podcast.
and another thing. This is the biggest Memorial Day party in the nation. And you know what Memorial Day is all about, right? We need to remember our servicemen and women that put their lives on the line for us to do what we love to do, and that's be at Rocklahoma
Goddamn right.
enjoying rock and metal and each other.
Well, you think As Above, So Below is playing at 12:30, which is the kickoff of Memorial Day. And we know C.J. Pierce and Drowning Pool
They're
are
big on
big
the troops.
supporters
Yeah.
of the
Oh,
troops.
really?
They're always overseas
Yeah.
playing for the troops.
Okay,
and stuff.
cool.
So I'm sure that they'll say something.
Can't wait for
like
that.
Kevin said, you wake up Monday at Rocklahoma, salute to the
Yes.
people we've lost, and
That's right.
you know, hey, that's what we're here to do.
Yes.
And like we mentioned earlier, get on Rocklahoma, click join, and Kevin will approve you if he thinks you're.
Yeah,
worthy.
if you're not a douche, he'll approve you.
If you're
Yes.
not a spam whore.
And don't report shit. Don't be a douche.
I want to give a quick shout out. I can do this actually on the intro, but we've had several. We kind of mentioned along the way, but we've had several bands on the podcast that are playing Rocklahoma. The Sword, As Above, So Below, Screaming Red Mutiny, Scorned, Blackwater Rebellion, Dryvr, Severmind, Dead Metal Society, Even the Dogs, and Framing the Red, and Grind. All these bands have been on. Members, check all those episodes out.
That's right.
I feel like we didn't even mention Even the Dogs on the day they were playing, or did we?
I think we. Yeah,
I think we
talked about
did.
them earlier.
And
Yeah, just a shout out. That's just a great. If you like stuff like Kill Switch, Engage, and
In
Soilwork,
Flames.
In Flames, you'll love these.
oh,
guys.
really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They
Yeah.
bring
Dude,
the
I
heavy-
haven't seen them
They
yet.
bring the
Oh,
heavy
dude, it's
melodicness.
badass.
It's great. He's a great vocalist. They're
I gotta
phenomenal
see
band.
these guys then.
So
Hey, I
shout
want to give a shout out to my wife, Rachel Graham, because if it wasn't for her, man, I'd be dead or in fucking prison right now.
Hey.
That's the truth, man.
Dead jail to rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
You can
Yeah,
do
so
anything,
much-
but don't step on my blue suede shoes.
So much support to Rachel for keeping Kevin here with us.
Yes.
That's right.
Well,
Goddamn, go find them tickets.
All right.
That's another story for another day.
That's right.
All right. Well, thanks
Thank
for
you
doing
guys
this.
for having me, man.
And thank you for
it-
being here.
It's kind of cool being in the studio and being on the other side because I do listen every week.
Yeah, we
and-
can't thank you enough for doing that.
Yeah, we couldn't do it without
pretty
you,
cool.
actually. Hell yeah.
Cool, man. Well, thanks.
All right, there you go. 2 hours of Rocklahoma preview. Thanks again to Kevin Graham for sitting down and talking to us. He told us beforehand he was a little nervous because he had never done one of these before, but I think he did an exceptional.
He did a great job. We just got right into it.
Yeah, he's laid back and, like you said, we had a few beers and had some dinner and got it going and just talked about music because that's what we're here to do.
That's right. I mean, that's what we do. It was amazing.
Yeah. Rocklahoma is, if you're listening to this when it comes out, it'll be next week. It's May 26th through 29th, and we're out there from Wednesday to Monday. So,
right.
like I said earlier, come by and say hey. We're in the VIP campgrounds in Row A, and we'll have a Thunder Underground banner. And we've got T-shirts for sale. We've got koozies. I've got some trash can punch if you want to try it out.
There you go.
Yeah.
Your trash can punch is always good.
Yeah.
You
Even
know.
people that don't usually drink that kind of stuff like it.
That's right. And again, like we said earlier, come see us, talk about music. We can talk about everything from Behemoth to Huffamoose. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Huffamoose, nice.
Yeah. See, that's what I do.
Yeah.
I bring in the obscure.
You're going to talk about some hoodoo gurus at Rocklahoma.
Now that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I would do that.
Yeah, we all would. Well, not all of us. Most people don't know who that is. But.
Well, YouTube them. You'll be amazed.
Speaking of bands from the 90s, the Melvins announced they're playing the Canes Ballroom in September.
That sounds like something you're probably not going to go to.
Me? Okay, you're being sarcastic,
Kidding.
right?
Totally
Sounds
kidding.
like something you might not care about. I don't know, but I was kind of surprised because, I guess because they haven't played Tulsa in many years, maybe it'll work. But, the Melvins were never a huge band, so, you think they'd play a little bit smaller space. But, hey, I just saw Filter there, and there was like 212 people, you know, so it's like, who knows?
Oh yeah, they'll do good at Canes.
Yeah.
I think they will. I
And
think they'll do better than Filter.
I've
Not
already
that it's
seen
Filter, but
I've already seen some solid, buzz about it online. People excited about it. So looking forward to that. Totally random note there. And once again, this is our 1 year anniversary week. And later this week, this coming Thursday, episode 64 will feature Sunshine Seawright, who is the owner of Axis Entertainment.
yeah, she had a ton of good things to say. A couple of good stories. Great insight.
Yeah, we're having her on this week as well because Access Entertainment has a stage out at Rocklahoma for this will be the 6th year or 7th year. And, they have a full-on, huge, massive tent, full-on stage production in there. And they've got bands starting 6 p.m. Thursday through like 3 in the morning Sunday night.
Yeah, always professional. They know what they're doing. It's great.
Yeah, and we talk about it in an episode, but there are a wide range of bands, everything from, Nick Nose, who's like a mixture of rock and country, to even the Dogs, who are heavy as hell. So, all right. Well, I think we've rattled along. If you're still listening after 2 hours and plus a bunch of minutes, we appreciate you taking the time to do it.
That's right. You must really like us.
Oh. All right. Until next time.
Thunder Underground, y'all.